Can't believe I held a chicken, dude. Crazy. It's crazy. Okay, I'm live. Do you see me? Obviously, you're not gonna see the game because I need to post on the internet. Okay, that's good. Okay, post this out. Oh, if I can enter the right passcode in my iPad. Okay. There's a Twitch update again. Hi, Star. Thank you for the daily offering. We'll be ready in a moment. Boy, I had a crazy day. Just putting it in self-promo channels real quick. And Twitter. To Twitter. Huh, no one's using that one. Funny. The only one using that one. Anyway. Okay, everything should be out. My Mix It Up's open. Okay, I think I'm good. See my model works real quick. That's always the issue, otherwise we'll just hop into my PNG. And frozen, as usual. Opening. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe work, please. It's loading. Oh, we're a little laggy. Hi everyone, how's everybody doing? Oh my god, it's later than usual. Like, yeah, had a fun day. We'll get to it. You see the screen, right? Titus? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? Is he AFK? Maybe. I went to a cat cafe, guys, today. I don't know. Let me see if his audio is good. Went to a cat cafe, went to my friend's house, ate at a sushi place, and petted goats, and I held 2 chickens and everything. Yeah, I don't know. He just kind of... He might be talking. Do you think he's talking again and it's not working?
Yes.
Oh, I hear you now.
I've been talking.
Well, now it works. Maybe it's your mic. Did you get your new mic yet?
Yes, that's what I'm using.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was awesome. Oh my god, there was one cat I wanted to bring home, but I have to wait till I get my own place. um, she says your mic's been weird today, so that's not new, I guess. Maybe. Well, it is through your
I don't
phone.
know.
Okay, well, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay. I don't remember if this is him talking or Chiemi.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do this line before? Do you remember?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever you're
Not
ready.
even Mitsuji. Okay. Not even Mitsuji knew my real name, but using the fake just felt right at this moment. Also, I'd left college in the middle of the term. I'd used up the money from the Rookie of the Year award to pay off my scholarship.
Oh yeah, guys, they had fried ice cream and fried cheesecake, but we really could not. We were so full. I also had these what was it called? Uh um pork pork gonza, something like that. Just so good. I wanted to add that in. Uh-oh, did I skip? No, I didn't. Okay. Ah, so you're a bit older.
You're supposed to be skipping.
Oh, my
We've
bad.
literally already.
It's the red. It's the red text.
これはいよいよ過剰防衛コースかな
Guy's pretty used to girls, isn't he? I have a feeling I'll have to use extreme self-defense.
どうぞどうぞ。
君の悪い石
And the
ころ
pebbles are pretty disturbing. Keep forgetting that we skip a
実は
crap
鍵
ton. Oh my
か
gosh.
けたのを装ってかけてなかった
I actually just pretended to lock the door. He could have easily walked in, but sure enough, he didn't.
仏だったらよ
How are we gonna remember the context of each scene? If only, seriously. That's what they're drinking.
何しろそいつらの
I've got
絶望を
way
忘れ
worse
る
things
くらい
to
今
to
の
worry
私
about
の
in this
状況に
situation.
絶望し
ところが。
はい立場逆
This is so awkward. It's the other way around. Hi, Rio. Good evening. Thank you for the daily offering. Yes, we are. We're on. It's much quicker because we kind of just have to skip around a lot. I don't know if you were reading or listening in. Yeah, we might need to do that, Cyber. But I went to a cat cafe, ate at a sushi place with some friends, and went to go pet her goats and hold some chickens before I came home. Ouch. Oh, wait, is this your line? This is probably your line.
That's mine.
Okay, go
There's no
ahead.
character. It's my line. Yeah, I couldn't. But you keep talking about. How
Sorry. Well, it was fine.
Chickens. I know. I'm just trying to read, man.
Sorry, go ahead.
A job. Ouch, off the mark. I was actually in humanities, a history major. Then again, all higher learning, STEM or otherwise, has its roots in reasoning, so.
Ad break already? Okay. He might be. No, no, no.
やめやめ
Gotta stay on edge. My knife's in the bag. All good.
ナイフはバッグの中
She about to stab him. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait, do we just, Okay, do we actually have to pick something here? Like before? Cause... Are we in dense mist? Or do we just jump to the other point? Cyber.
Oh.
I think we just jump.
I don't know. Maybe we should try one of the other modes first, like...
Wait, try what the other modes? What do you mean? Move to the next.
There's like another mode for like... No. Didn't they say there was like an extras mode?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to do
What was that?
resolution. Cyber says to just jump.
I mean, like, it's kind of boring.
It's kind of boring.
It's kind of boring. Just like, yeah, this is boring going through things that we've already done. But,
Okay.
like, you know,
Cyber
just
says
skipping.
you need the context from Revelations to work with the extras.
Okay, but like, what context are we getting? Because we're just skipping in between
Yeah, we're not
every
doing.
line.
They are not new things you've already done, and there are new choices. So do you just pick a random one then, Cyber? They're saying that you need to go through the skipping, so you can you can get the context for the extras. Classy, hi, good evening, thanks for stopping by. How are you? But whatever you want to do. If you want us to try to jump to the extras and just go from there.
Sure.
Okay.
Honestly, that's
He doesn't want to go
Okay,
through. I
good.
get it. I get it. How do we
save.
You go through Revelations in order, learning that things were hidden the whole time, and then hitting special new choices. The extras will not make sense in a number of ways without Revelations. Glad you're good. I just got home. Yeah, but
This game barely makes sense to begin with.
okay. It doesn't. How do I go back to the title? I think. Well, we'll see, Cyber. Because it is just a lot of skipping and stuff. He wants new content, you know what I mean? I get We'll try.
Yeah, I want new stuff.
Cyber says you won't see anything because you won't know anything. Well, I guess we'll find out.
I adore this. I adore this game.
Anna, I see you
Delay.
lurking. Hi, baby girl.
I just can't go through the same shit
No,
again
I get it.
just for like 5 different lines of chapter.
That's kind of what it is. Hi, are you home right now? Okay, well then we'll just start here. It's fine. We'll look up the lore later or something.
Yeah, it's right here.
Now this is a predicament.
参りましたね
I had tons of fun, by the way. It really is. We're gonna make no freaking sense of anything.
I, Haruaki Futaishi, and she, Chiemi Serizawa, we're in a predicament.
Yeah, I know, Star. It's just like we'd have to go through all the skipping of the story. We're not like really acting anything. We're kind of just reading the red lines, which, you know, you could look into, but it can probably get boring after a while. Me too, me too. I definitely got to go back to that sushi place. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll go to like Dave's and Buster's. Wow, what a cliched phrase. It's so shitty. What's going on?
Hold on. Pretty women shouldn't say shit.
美女
So I'm a pretty woman. You really,
周囲に誰もいな
you
かった
should, wait, what?
ね
You really think we should flirt just because there's no one else here? She was the only one flirting here, but anyway. Oh, is this your line? Technically, you want to read the narration too, or?
No,
Okay.
not for this.
Yeah.
We've already... It was only during the red one because, like, you know,
It would
that was all his lines. Yeah. Like, if there was no other character thinking it, it was all Haruaki Fusashi.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The fact that there was no one around was actually risky to us. When I'd gotten lost in the Kachihara area, oh god, the names again, Mount Nashi, otherwise known as Shinai-san, but that wouldn't last much longer, I felt like I was in a lot of danger. But this time, the danger was completely different. First, this wasn't a mountain, but an endless plain with an endless forest on an endless road. Oh, are we just in the middle of nowhere? Everything was endless. As we talked about whether this was really Japan, and whether the land was testing us, we'd gotten lost on a forest road. Naturally, there was no reception here. It was nothing magical, though. We were just too far from civilization. And well, my bike was broken again. The engine had made an ominous noise and stopped providing power properly. It felt dangerous, so I stopped driving and it fell completely silent. We were stuck in the middle of Mother Nature, so this is after they leave, I'm assuming. This was Hokkaido. In the northernmost part of Japan, it was an autonomous region and an island with a surface area 40 times bigger than Tokyo. It was the breadbasket of Japan and a mecca of agriculture, forestry, and fishing. Why were we here, you wonder? On a whim, of course. Let's go as far away as possible. You got it, and that was all she wrote. We'd been riding my bike ever since Chiemi infiltrated my home and workplace. We went up north, then took a ferry in Sendai to Hokkaido. While being jostled around by the boat for a whole day, I did consider whether going as far as possible was a good idea. But the difference in air and scenery we found once we disembarked swept all these doubts away. This was definitely a special place. I could totally understand why so many people invested on spending money and time going on bike trips to Hokkaido. The experience of escaping the heat of Honshu and going through a pleasant, open space full of life was precious. Naturally, the trip was great up until this happened, but we were now at significant risk of changing our minds. Hi, Banana! Good evening! Wait, why is it raining that? Hey!
But I learned maintenance in case of events like this.
It is kind of weird that we are seeing clouds in this type of environment.
おうそんなこと
Oh, you did say that. To think you were so undependable back then. I can hardly recognize you.
嬉しい
いかん。これは修理不能だ。
Crap. Same thing.
They broke the frickin' bike again.
父を幻滅させるの嬉しい
You're really great at disappointing girls, huh?
いや違うんだって。
Yo, no need to go that.
Ouch. Low blow, Chiemi.
No, I mean, look.
うわ
Whoa,
ばっくり言ってん
it's
じゃん
completely busted.
しかもほら
Quick. Become a mechanic.
And look at this glue.
びちゃびちゃじゃん
It's so wet.
それでもう息が上がっちゃって
It still tries to work.
このピ
Is
ッ
it
チ
like-
マシンめ
What a slutty bike.
分かってやってたのか
What the fuck?
I don't know.
You were doing this on purpose?
Chami, you alright?
知恵み
Don't underestimate my pervertedness. Jokes aside, this is pretty bad.
冗談は
Did we hit something?
何これすごい
The
故
tube
障
providing coolant had completely fallen off. Hell, the metal parts supporting it were destroyed. I had no memory of hitting something. It wasn't bent in any way, and the damage was very clean.
初期不良かも
Might be an early failure.
うわ最悪
Whoa, that sucks. And it's new too?
しかしまあ起きてること自体はそう難しいことじゃない
Haruaki, try not to destroy bikes sounds impossible.
Drive
Well,
normally.
at least you know exactly what's wrong.
No, really? We'd lost the coolant and the engine had overheated. That was that. Unfortunately, I couldn't connect this pipe properly, but I could just barely fix it with the duct tape I had. Now, for now it cooled off. If I cooled off the engine and found some water nearby to replace the coolant, we could continue going even if the water leaked.
というわけなんだけど水の容器になるものってあるかな
Oh, do you have anything you can use for water?
あるある
Yep. Hokkaido was a long trip, so we didn't come completely unprepared. There were some plastic containers on the bike that made it look pretty uncool, and Chami had a rucksack on her. They had some food and clothing for colder climates inside, and one of them had 2 empty 2-liter plastic bottles. It was pretty hot yesterday, so we emptied the sports drinks inside and just kept them with us. It was cloudy and chilly today. It was better than blazing heat, but that caused me to forget to get some water. Oh my god.
とりあえずバイクは
These
路肩に
idiots.
止めて水を手に入れよう漏れる分を都度補給しつつ次の町に
Alright,
たどり着
let's
いて
park
修
the
理
bike on the side of the road and get some water. You gotta get enough to make up for the leak. And get the thing repaired once we get somewhere where we can do it.
うーんそれが一番
That seems like the best way. Where can we get water here,
ど
though?
こで手に入れる
地図によるとこっちの林を突っ切ると川があるそこまで行け
According
れば
to the
なん
map,
とか
there's a river beyond this forest. It'll work out if we can get there.
迷わない
Sure, we won't get lost.
1キロほど踏み込むけど大丈夫でしょう最悪川沿いに歩けば
About a kilometer.
何キロか先だけどこの橋のところ
Not
で
that
こ
risky.
の道に合流できる
Even if we get lost, just follow the river and come across this road at the bridge a few
危なくない
roads down.
Isn't it dangerous?
どんな川かわからないけど危なそう
I
な
don't
ら
know
近
what
づかな
kind
い
of
でおこ
river
う
it is.
最
If
悪
it seems
何
dangerous,
十キロか歩けば
stay away.
人里にはつけるんだし
Or we can just walk through the settlement, just a dozen or so kilometers away.
いかがかこの計画
How's that for you?
まあ
Good
いいんじゃ
enough?
ないかな
Close enough. After that incident, we'd become a bit more careful than before. Why? Because we now only had one life and no resets. Both Chiemi and I were the kind to push ourselves a bit too hard, so situations like this could often endanger our lives. Thus, we would casually, but with certainty, focus on safety. I was careful not to drive dangerously, and Chiemi was learning a lot about such trips from the handbooks she brought along the way. For a couple that had repeatedly killed each other in the dream, we actually had a pretty nice thing going. Oh
面
my
倒かけ
god.
て申し訳ないです
Did he die? Oh gosh. Are you talking and it's not working again? If so, just yeet yourself out of call and I'll drag you back in. That's no good. Oh, Yeah, he did. Whoopsie. I didn't notice it. It's like, didn't say anything that happened. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what happened.
Sorry for the trouble.
いいのです。
Oh.
そも
It's
そも
okay.
誘ったの
Going
は
on a
私
trip
だ
like
し、
this was my idea.
そりゃ
Though I was surprised when you suggested we go to
と思わなくはない
go to Hokkaido.
マジですいません。
Seriously, sorry.
いやその
Honestly, it's kind of my fault for not saying anything about it until it was way too late.
結果なので、
その通りだ。ずっと突っ
Oh my god, he waited for her to apologize,
Exactly.
bro.
I was waiting for you to say something, so why didn't you?
出た。
What's with the sudden 180? Don't you understand that this is the sort of thing that makes it hard for us to stay honest?
僕はあらゆるコミュニケーションにガチのエンターテインメントをインプリメントしたいだけですよ。
I
Just wanted
Fucking bickering again.
wanted to change all my communications.
So you're... Oh my god, how do I say that?
メーカー
So you're
シカゴをかむちゃか
Cam Cat... Oh my god. You're Cam Chat King Chicago while using complaint dolls of Elsass and Lo... Oh my gosh, what are these words? Lotharingen is rain makers?
そうかよ。
Oh yeah? Wait, why is there a freaking bear, dude? What? Can you do a bear impression?
I mean, that was already so perfectly voice acted.
We don't need to
What
do
more
it.
can I do? How can I top that?
A brown bear. A mature one weighed between 300 and 500 kilos. They were the apex of land animals in Japan. Omnivorous but loved meat. Special skills, bear claw and bear hug.
確か熊は本来おとなしい動物
She'd
だ
like
か
to
ら
hear you roar,
驚かさない
apparently.
程度
I
に
heard
騒
that
音を
bears
立
are
てていれば
calm by
向
default.
こうから逃げていくはずだ
You should run away if you make a
そう例え
sound,
ば
but don't startle him.
Your girlfriend requests that you roar.
Star, I'll roar for you off stream.
私芹沢千恵美ちゃん
You can't have it
脂
on
が乗って
stream, Star,
美味しいよ
sorry.
I am Chiemi Serizawa.
Hey, yo.
Covered in oil
Oh
and
god,
delicious.
guys. What? We don't have honey. Swing!
痛いその音がこの方を脅かす
Ow, that sound put her in peril.
Run, you dumbass! Seeing Chiemi scream and run brought me back to my senses. Why was I joking around with the bear? Is someone in there? Don't turn your back on him! They chase after you when you do that!
ブリッジ走行したらどうなる
What is this game anymore?
Dude, the bridge run.
You insane blockhead! Should I just abandon you?
ごめんなさい
Oh, Chiemi.
I'm sorry.
Why does he sound like a Titan? From Attack on Titan. The bear was large enough that I had to look up to see its face. Standing up, it was over 3 meters tall. It roared and flailed its arms. Towards the bike. He's interested in the bike! Let's run now!
逃げるってどこに
Run where?
I don't know, but just don't stop! The young couple ran backwards through the endless forest. Oh! The bike toppled!
やめてくれ
Not the bike.
Please stop.
Is there snacks in there? That might make sense. That might make sense. I ran.
Oh,
Once
yeah, they did pack up snacks for the trip.
Hey, they just saved their lives, yeah. Once the bear was out of sight, I turned around and ran as fast as I could. I was the first to run out of breath, but Chiemi was becoming exhausted herself. I was pretty sure we'd ran about 3 full kilometers.
ちょっと整理させてくれ
Let me process the situation.
どうぞ。
Go ahead.
僕らはヒグマに襲われたのか
You were attacked by a brown bear?
うん。
Yeah. Oh my god, get out of here, bro. Why?
Okay, geez.
Not you!
You invited me here.
No, you goober. There's a bot trying to promote me to get out of my chat. Goodbye. Oh my god. They're like, I'm sorry to bother you, but I would like to promote what viewers for your channel or something. Get out of here.
以上かい。
Hi, Hi, Uwu. I am a VFX artist. I was wondering if you'd like to look at my art profile, Uwu.
Ew, I'd like to sell you art and steal your model. Ew. Is that it?
ああ
Uwu,
君
I'd
が
Ew.
突っ
like
込んで生きて
permission
い
to
る実
use
感を
your
覚えるわけ
to
でもさ
use
ほど
your
ない
model for art, Uwu.
Okay. They were trying to
Yeah,
sell. Yeah.
looks like your comments don't actually make me feel much more alive.
さほど
They
ないんか
don't?
い
Sorry, Hararaki-san, but the
ごめん
fatigue and
ハルアキ
stress are kind of more
いい加
important
減
than that
俺
right
の
now.
緊張がサービス精神を
ごめん正直あの流れ
Sorry.
で突然クマが出
Honestly,
る
the
とか
sudden appearance of
タ
a
チの悪いギャ
bear
グ
at
かなんか
that
としか思えなくて
timing made me feel like I was trapped in some kind of comedy movie.
タッチの悪い
The
ギャグ
North
で
must
昼
be
間繰
pretty
り出
messed
すって
up to send out a
東京
brown
は
bear as a
精神旺
joke.
盛なのよ北の
正直今でもあれをどう捉えていいのか
Honestly, I still don't know what to make of that.
ヒグマだよ
It's a brown bear.
ちょっとくらい立ち止まらない
Wanna stop for a sec?
No.
ハルアキさん
You're underestimating bears. If they feel like it, they can become obsessive hunters. We gotta find people.
人里まで逃げない
Oh my god, what is this game?
それにヒグマ
And
が
there's
熱い
no guarantee that there's just one of the...
と
Where are the cameras? The appearance of the second made Chiami lose her grip on the situation. I grabbed her by her collar and started backing away. The new one was smaller than the other, and didn't seem all that aggressive. Was it a female? The way she tilted her head was actually cute. But this was actually a wild animal. She could probably kill
no,
us.
it would be the other way around.
Oh. While
If
thinking...
it's if it was aggressive, it was probably a mother bear.
Oh. Something like, oh my, what's this strange meat? Seeing the panicking humans before her made her realize the danger, and to us that was more dangerous than any moment in the Feast of the Yomi Purge. As we ran, the second bear chased after us. Was it... Were it a human, we could sing it a song about bears and run off, but that wouldn't work on this beast. As Chiami panicked, I calmed her down, then thought of a way to get out of here. Of course, there was a golden rule for getting away from a bear. Honey! I took off the bag on my back and threw it at the bear. Naturally, the bear followed it with interest, buying us some distance. Lots of it, even.
I think we're far enough.
Upon saying that, I realized I fucked up. I knew where this was going. Wait, how? This wasn't a manga or a game, right? There was no way that apply. Another one, really? My thoughts were still in fiction creation mode. That had to be why I was acting so weird about this. I didn't have the energy to react anymore, so I just took Tiami's hand and ran. Why is there another one? I hated TV culture and the humor of its comedians. Both would be useless in a fight for survival in the wild. They would just waste my energy turning decisiveness into jokes. I knew that was unreasonable, which seemed to show that I was saner than Chiami at least. If I survive, I'll trash all the TV sets that did bear pranks, and all anime with bears in them.
して回ってやる
She charged as fast as she could, and her voice was dense with madness and seriousness. Crap, I needed her to stay sane. And no, I wouldn't destroy bear anime. Their lives would be in danger, especially the yellow one. Whoa! Again, something wasn't right here. We met bears no matter where we went, yet we were still alive. Incidentally, we'd leave the road a long time ago and are now lost in an unfamiliar forest. That made the likelihood of running into bears and all that much higher. What the hell was this? Bear world? A trap of some kind? Were we being chased into our deaths? Oh, if only we had God to help us this time. Monokuma. In an incident. Similar situation, yeah. However, her holy land was hundreds of kilos away, and a lord of the mountain where you only had moon bears would probably faint upon seeing these beasts. And she probably had bad chemistry with Chiami. Oh no! Chiami had said that right after the incident, she'd left Yasumizu and returned to college. Though she no longer thought that she didn't belong there, she didn't consider Yasumizu to be her ultimate home. Also, well, she probably cared about me too. That was why she got in touch with Mitsuji and became friends with her. And human relations were sure something. Oh no! What I wanted to say was, that was the reason why I thought that she and God wouldn't get along, since God was basically tied to that general area. Okay, Rio. Just bear with me, right? After the incident, Chiemi had been able to settle the score with God and change her perception on the concept. It's like lore dropping in between the side story. However, that didn't mean that she could get along with her. Unlike her, I couldn't see God, but I figured that she no longer loomed over her. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! As we ran around not sure what was going on, we arrived at a certain place.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Kool-Aid Man? It was pretty large. Half of it was basically... Okay. A rock large enough to look up at. While the other half was countless withered trees. Though they were just 2 to 3 meters long wooden sticks that were placed against the rock. The material were natural, but the result wasn't. I felt a similar thing like when I saw the Okiba. It seemed to blend in with the environment, but it was clearly somewhat unnatural. I looked around, all alert. There were no brown bears around for the time being, but...
春明さん
Haraki-san,
ああ、なんだろうな。
神様が
there's God here.
え
Jimmy looked at the structure with distant eyes. She then closed them, joined her hands, and bowed. It looked so extremely natural and spontaneous that I didn't know how to react. So I joined my own hands.
使わせてもらおう
Let's use it.
えなんなのここ。
Huh? What do you mean?
昔
This is a home
誰か
someone
が残
left.
したお家
A home? I walked up and realized she was speaking the truth. All that running took us from a plain to a mountain area. The trees here were paired with large boulders. The largest rocks of them all, canopied by an overhang of withered trees, had a little bit of space on the inside you could live in. The boulders and the withered trees were like a roof and walls. Of course, it did little against the rain and wind, but it could handle snow, probably. This might have been a winter residence. There was dried grass near the withered trees, and, indeed, this did seem like a proper dwelling. The iron pan hanging on one branch made it clear that someone had been
お
living
邪
here.
魔します
Pardon the intrusion. Unperturbed?
Good job.
Chiemi promptly took off her shoes and entered. She then sat down in the middle.
春明さんも
Haraki-san, let's rest here.
ここは
It's
安全
safe,
だし
apparently. Apparently? Who did she hear that from? I'd ask, but I figured it was pointless. I then took off my shoes, which was probably some sort of gesture of respect, and sat down on the soft, dry grass. Though the only things separating us from the outside were rocks and withered trees, the inside felt a bit different than the outside. It actually felt like a peaceful place to rest. Boundary. That word came to mind. The edge of a territory is a boundary, and talks between men and gods can be had through them.
結界越しになさるがよい
I'd realized, that the god in the incident that Chiemi was afraid of was a kind of information-based organism. It was hard to admit it, but it had a human-like awareness and intelligence, though I wasn't sure about a sense of identity. Anyway, unlike other organisms, it didn't feel a body, DNA, or any physical memory stores to sustain its life. It used some way of recording itself in natural and artificial objects as elaborately concealed information. Then, when recognized by intelligent organisms, they would influence their consciousness and become manifest. Then the affected human would leave God behind in some way and spread effectively living on. It reminded me of a famous horror novel, the one about the dead person who appeared on the cursed video. The movie version was famous for its representation of ghosts, but the theme of the original novel was the ever-spreading, evolving visual information. Video was itself a type of data too, and conversion flaws, editing, and changes in film were like the DNA mutations. And the curse spread through fear by stimulating people's egotistical life functions. And since it couldn't apply by itself, it made others spread it instead. In that sense, it was much like a virus. Viruses, too, were creatures without much besides their DNA. They were barely alive. So they hacked living cells and just copied themselves. What a hell of a survival strategy. God was like this too. The only difference was that God was righteousness and spread by manipulating people's needs to be right as an intermediary. That particular God was a gathering of rules created over the centuries by people who feared the mountain. The mountain couldn't be looked down upon. Compared to humans were dust. The mountain could bring forth the supernatural, and the mountain was Yomi, and Yomi was darkness. That was why she, through human and animal fears, could completely control humans and animals that acknowledged her. However, God wasn't almighty. Since gods were righteousness, or the state of being right, and prioritized what was right above all, they were bound by their own rules. The primary problem was resonance. Though Japan wasn't too religious, there was a latent idea that there was a god living in everything. However, that meant that not everything in their lives was controlled by a single god. Eating, excreting, reproducing, working, sleeping, crimes, marriage, funerals, festivals, the idea was that everything in life was controlled by a different god. This meant that the sphere in which a single god reigned, not necessarily physically, was extremely and strictly limited. The god in Haruchan represented the mountain, Yomi, darkness and dreams. Thus, she couldn't manifest anywhere else as long as she continued doing what was considered right. The place where it was right for her to be was the boundary. This place was probably a boundary for the god of those who lived here and built these dwellings. The ancient people of Hokkaido. The Ainu? I looked around, and the interior. There were old blackened sawdust-like decorations that I'd never seen in any culture. I wasn't knowledgeable about this, but I could feel it in my bones that this had been left behind by the ones living here. We were receiving help from a different culture. It was best to think that the whole thing with the bears wasn't some natural gag. Like, that was a thing. I suddenly felt something on my right shoulder. Chiemi had closed her eyes and fallen asleep. She probably got too comfortable. Well, even bike passengers grew tired. We'd been running around for so long. I could totally understand her. But there was something unexpected. She could see gods that normal people couldn't, unless they manifest themselves. It used to be a scary, unnerving, and troublesome existence for her. She still wasn't able to explain it beyond the abstract feeling she had, but I could somewhat understand her. Gods survived by clinging to human instincts and leveraging them to reproduce. However, that action was only beneficial to the god, not the people. In fact, we'd recently dealt with a god that was warped so badly it made people kill themselves or others, though it had been distorted by the human work known as the Shinai faith. God had a mind of its own and could easily force the people into destroying themselves for its sake. Chiemi could actually see it. It was covering most people she knew, and that was a scary idea. I was sure I would have been scared of and hated God if I was in her shoes. I wanted to set my own rules after all. Chiemi said that I had no God on me, and that was probably true. Do you want to read some? I feel bad. Titus.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I had no sense of right and wrong. The most I could do was copy other people's rightness. Being fixated on my own rules instead of what was right was probably my way of rebelling against God. But rebellions often failed, and that's why I ended up housing God inside me a few times. If I'd lived in that mountain alongside Rikako-san, I might have became a righteous person too. Though with Rikako-san I couldn't be sure. She might have infected me with her grotesque god and turned me into her demonic servant. That actually didn't seem that bad. I was pretty interested in destroying Japan with Rikako's sexy ass alongside me. Oh my god.
Haruaki-san.
Why are you grinning like that? Oh, he's lying.
I'm enjoying your warmth.
Yeah.
Fucking jackass.
Shithead. I'm not enjoying your lie, though.
すみません
like she's literally called you out on your bullshit before
Stop
because she knows
lying.
your tells.
Right.
Sorry, I just had some bad thoughts. I really am glad to have you with me.
Leave him for the bears, Chiemi.
男の子って
Well, you're a guy.
Uh,
まあ許す
I'll allow it.
目が
it
覚め
looks
た
like Chiemi chose the guy over the bears.
Right? Unfortunately.
Yep. And now she's stuck with Haruaki.
Great.
See what
Sock him-
happens, ladies.
Sock him in the
Always choose
face.
the bear.
Always choose the bear.
That is the moral of this story. Choose the bear. You awake?
うん
Yeah,
夢
I had a dream.
どんな
Uh-oh.
What kind?
ものすごい
Where I was
静まり
surrounded by brown bears.
それ現実
That was real.
いやいや
Hey, the dream was full of brown bears too.
でも
Though they were a bit different, and I don't find them scary.
なんか
One of them actually talked to me. Okay, she's going crazy. What a fairy tale. I wanted to say that out loud, but couldn't. In many cultures, dreaming was the right way to meet
なん
God.
て
What did he say?
知らない言葉だったんだ
She spoke words I didn't
意味
know,
は分かった
but I knew what they meant.
彼を
Send him over. Him?
Then Haruaki
Who?
said, send him to
The
the
bears.
bears.
I did have an assumption, though. I also guessed why we were sent here. Or why we, or just her, were chosen.
どこに行けばいいのかわかる
You know where we're supposed to go?
多分
Probably.
方法は
What's the method?
Chiemi closed her eyes and searched through the dry grass spread out on the ground.
あった
Found it. She took it out. A quiver? It was made of wood and leather, and there were detailed patterns carved in its sides. Inside there were 3 bright brown arrows. The feathers were brown and white, probably belonged to a bird of prey. All of it seemed too new to be relics.
こっちには
There's a bow here, too. Chiemi took a bent wooden stick. It was also really elegant and had an amber string as one of its ends. She skillfully bent it, picked up the string, and hooked it to the other end. With that, the bow was complete.
君が使えるのは鉄砲だけかと思ってた
I thought you only knew how to use guns.
いや
Well, that's what I thought too, but I somehow just knew how to do this. She put the quiver over her shoulder, took the bow in hand, grabbed the string with the other, pulled it back, and released. A sound. I'd heard that playing with bowstrings repelled evil, but I wasn't sure if that applied here.
His name
And
and
he
he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
This?
I wasn't knowledgeable about this, but that bow and arrow seemed too weak for a proper battle.
毒を使うの
We're using poison, apparently.
毒
Poison?
Yeah, the one that killed you once. Rio's like, what? Have you not heard that before? He plays it all the time. Now that wasn't something I wanted to remember. Also, how was your stream, Rio? Sorry I missed it. I wasn't home. I was with the girl. I was with my friend.
Oh, you were with a girl. Ooh, what's
Uh,
her name?
It doesn't matter, and her so-called boyfriend to be soon, so why do you care?
Hey.
It's Anna. She's a sweetheart. She was here earlier. It's Shady. She's here for like 3 minutes.
Ah,
Mhm, yeah. One of my friends from
Rio
work.
doesn't
Close
believe in
friends.
Joe Hendry.
Play it again. Found it.
Alright. If you give me permission, I will play it again.
You can. I don't. It's fine. Oh, complete pushovers. I'm glad you got past it. That's good. Where are you in the terms of the story? Like,
Say
month-wise?
his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
She crouched before some grass
I
that had
believe
patches
in
of
Joe
purple on it.
Hendry.
鳥かぶと
Akane.
Yeah, you could also use Jack in the pulpit. Pine resin, river bug. There's no river here. Whatever, this'll work.
いいや
Oh, nearly to December. You're almost at the end. Keep going, Rio.
なんだかモッチーみたいだ。今の君は。
You're being like Mochi right now.
You're not wrong.
操られてるとかじゃないんだよね。
Sure, you're not being controlled.
Yeah, I just feel that the brown bear in the dream
自分
taught me
が教えて
this.
くれたような気はする。
Yeah, Star, I see your message. What happened? You weren't able to type for 10 minutes? That's weird. You didn't have 10 minutes of ads, right? I'm sorry, Star. Aww. I see. Something wrong with your Twitch? Like, my Twitch has an issue where I can't see anyone's viewers anywhere. Oh, I think I've had that issue once before. It's probably a bug. She got that special 10-minute timeout. It was divine info. Well, I'm glad you're back. And I knew various ways through which it could be passed on. One example was the mythology behind the feast, which was too thorough for it to be word of mouth. I believe in Johander. I couldn't perceive the god here, or the bear dream Chiemi had seen. The talent for seeing God might have been more powerful and profound than it first seemed.
僕が掘るよ。幸い、バイクのグローブをまだ持ってる。素手でやらない方がいいだろうから。
It's okay, we
I'll
love you.
dig. Thankfully, I still have my biking gloves. It's better than doing it barehanded.
大丈夫？
You sure?
ああ、今回僕は手伝いしかできなさそうだから
I
ね。
can't do much besides help after all.
Huh?
いや、
Well, you're
それは
helping,
助かるけど
but I want you to help me with
その
something
大
more
事な役割を
serious.
お願いしたいんだけどな。
Oh my god, Chiemi, please don't. I grin. I had no idea why, but I instantly understood that the role she'd give me was bad news. Oh, maybe something with the bears.
とりあえず掘ります。
Yeah, bait, probably.
Probably.
Anyway, I'll just dig.
ありがとう。
Thanks! Whatever, this was a good role split. After all, she was the hero who killed God. As I dug up the aconite, I realized there were brown bears watching
Them in
over
the
us
corner.
from a distance. I know! You guys can't really see it, but here, boop! Boop! Yeah. Just watching, though not
What do you mean
closing
you were a
in.
bear the whole time?
Yes. Face reveal. I'm kidding. We knew meant no harm this time, so neither Chiemi nor I were afraid. What the?
You know what? You're no longer cosplaying as Chiemi. You're cosplaying specifically as the brown bear from Raging Luther.
No, my cosplay's on the way. I just understood that this was just we could get a blow up like bear sort of costume thing. I'm sure. Like,
Lumi.
yeah.
Okay, so while I was looking for things to buy for Starfire, I
Mhm.
was looking at the Build-A-Bear website,
Oh, is that what the
and it
text
turns
was?
out they have animal. What? No, they have Build-A-Bear Animal Crossing
Oh,
with
what?
Isabelle and Tom Nook, and yep, and you can buy voice boxes for them, so they sound like they're in-game characters when you squeeze them, and they have like 5 different lines, and it's so cute.
That's
And they're half off right now. They're only $22 instead of the normal 44.
that's adorable. Are you buying her some?
No, I'm not buying her those. I'm going to buy her.
Oh, you sent me some. Okay.
No. I sent you something different. I'm
Oh, of
going
course you
to
did.
buy her I'm going to buy her a custom stuffed animal with
No.
with my voice in it.
No, that's so cute. Oh my god, you guys think of the cutest gifts. Does she know about that? Because you
Like,
just told
when I was-
her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I've been talking. We were on a voice call when I was telling her what I was looking at.
No.
I was going to get it, so like every night when she goes to bed, like you could cuddle with her.
Oh
voice
my
into it.
gosh. You have to get one for her. She has to give one for, like, she has to do the reverse as well. You guys do call a lot. Nothing wrong with that. I know how long distance is. You have to call like every other day in FaceTime. No. That's so cute though.
Oh no, we call every day.
Yeah, I'm saying it like, well, depending on your schedules, but yeah.
Sometimes multiple times a day.
Oh my gosh. How do you go through your day then? You call at work?
Well, I don't have work. I go to school.
Oh, that's true.
She
And she
calls
works
me
at home.
like on her break from work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aw, adorable. Yeah, right, Rio? They're
I
so
go
cute.
about my day by I go about my day by missing her until I start calling her again. That's how I go
No,
about my day.
cuties. I'm happy for you guys. It's adorable. I hope the final results come out well. Once you guys get them, like, show, I'm sure they'll be very cute. Are they gonna be Animal Cross themed or?
No. Um, that's just something separate that I thought I'd tell you about since you also seem to really like Animal Crossing.
I know Rio, right? Yeah, I do actually. I'll look into that. That's cute. Rio says to leave the stream to you two since you're third wheeling me and him. Hey, I didn't feel third wheeling on the triple date
But
today. Yeah.
I was going to say that I wouldn't buy her a Tom Nook plush because she hates Tom Nook.
You hate Tom Nook?
I mean, to be fair, if you've played the original Animal Crossing, it is so easy to hate him.
He probably kicks you out and
He
stuff
is
or
such like a
something.
dick.
Wow.
Like he gives you a house that you didn't even ask for and charges you a shit ton of rent.
Yeah.
Makes you work at his store, and he rather than paying you, he just takes your wages.
Oh my. It's not like now where he just gives you a loan,
To
builds
pay
it,
after
and
you.
then tells you to pay it whenever.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, in this one he's so much more lenient.
Hmm.
He's so much more
Yeah,
lenient
because he's
than
tolerable in
the
this
other
one.
characters.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I can see why you hate him.
Oh, but in the DLC,
Mhm.
yeah, in the DLC, he's a little more sneaky. He's
Really?
like he refuses to let you move. He refuses to let you move to Paradise Island.
Oh.
He's like, no, we need you. We need you here
Oh, they
on
don't let
my
you
island.
leave. Oh my gosh. Because you bring attraction. Yeah,
That
that's...
yeah, because you bring a bunch of stuff to the island that you helped build,
You're the
and
reason it
he's
became
like,
that
I'll
way.
let you renovate. Yeah, he was like, I'll let you renovate the Islanders' homes here if you pay me.
Oh my gosh. But you can't bring anyone over there? Like friends
Oh
and stuff?
no, you can bring out you can oh no, you can only bring villagers from your island
Gotcha.
there and build them vacation homes.
Hmm. That's not too bad, I
They'll
guess,
still
but
live on your island.
yeah.
They'll still live on your island even if you bring them to Paradise Island.
Mm-hmm. They just kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, he is a sneaky little shit sometimes, I guess. And-
Everybody loves Isabel.
oh,
She's a
well,
sweetie.
yeah,
She's
she's a
never done anything
sweetheart.
mean.
I love
She's
her.
an angel.
Right. Her and Doom Guy are like besties, apparently.
Oh yeah. Because Animal Crossing and I think it was Doom Eternal released on the same exact day.
That's awesome.
So somebody drew a comic of Doom Guy going in and purchasing a copy of Animal Crossing, and
Oh.
Isabel walking into a game store and picking up a copy of Doom.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
Because Doom Guy, like his whole thing was that he's killing demons because they killed his pet rabbit or some shit.
Oh, really?
He's just really like a sensitive guy who just
Oh
is
my
upset
gosh.
because
That's
he
insane.
murdered his rabbit. Yes, canonically, that is the whole reason why he's killing demons.
I love that.
Just to avenge like his pet rabbit. And
That's
everybody's like, Isabel, she's like very happy. We have a feeling that she's like one of those people who loves violent games because there are people who are like so happy and positive, and then like
yeah.
when you ask them, hey, what's your taste in games? They're like, oh, I love playing fucking Saint or like a Silent Hill
Oh
or
my gosh.
fucking or
Dark
like
games.
other shit like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
like I like Silent Hill or Resident Evil
Yeah.
or Call of Duty or Fortnite, and they're like, yeah, I just love shooting games.
Silent Hill's
And
pretty
they're
cool
like,
though.
oh.
Yeah.
hmm
Good talk.
And that mini comic is where they got the idea that like
I love
they
that.
would be such good friends in real life.
They would. It would be cute.
Yep.
Super cute. You do. Good taste, Star. Anything else you guys want to talk about? The water dropping in the background is like awkward. Okay, should we move on? I brought back the
Gave me.
poisonous plants, and we placed their extract in one of the plastic bottles. She's wait, what? We then dipped the tips of the 3 arrows in.
Yeah, she
She DM'd me. Oh, got it.
bought a for a long distance relationship
Wait, she bought what?
where like you can send vibrations. She bought bracelets for like.
Oh,
long-distance
I've seen
couples
those. Yes.
that can send. Yes, I can send vibrations back and forth.
Oh
So
my
you can kind
gosh.
of like create your own messages with whether you like do short taps or long holds.
Mm. That's cute. I think I've seen that somewhere. I don't know if it's something new or you just sent him something. You got your own little like Tamagotchis in a way. Yeah, sorry. Oh dear. And creating.
Now we can move on.
Okay. Creating the
That's enough bragging about my girlfriend.
more like gushing than bragging. It's just you gushing. You're just being lovey-dovey.
I just love talking about her.
I know. I don't mind. That's why I waited. Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
My friends do it all the time. I mean, that was like half the time when it was just me and her the other day. So, creating the poison arrows. While we worked, Chammy was whispering something as though she was praying. It's fine, Star. It doesn't bother me. What? Gushing? Not gushing. My bad. Gushing. Shush, Rio.
Gushing.
Shush. I got it again. She says she loves you. It was a prayer to the god of poison, one of the
Love you, please.
countless gods of the Yorzu. Her sincerity made it made it impossible for me to joke about it, so I silently watched over it. Where are they? What's with the water? Honestly, I found her beautiful right now.
A cave,
Fantastical
maybe?
even. Or the sewers, bro. I could almost imagine her wearing the ancient
Where are there sewers in the woods?
True. Traditional clothing of the people who lived there. Well, they went to get water, I think. Other things that came to mind were eagles, wolves, and blonde ninjas. Why blonde ninjas? Crap, that was just fiction. Begone my weird delusions. Dude literally has autism. Also, he's just thinking about this the randomest shit. Had no business being in touch with any god. That wasn't in my nature. Or ADHD. I simply wanted to be free from anything, god or not, trying to bind me and do whatever I could as a free man. In this case, that was not being in prison to Yasumizu. Playing poker with bears. Anyway, you'll be bait.
そうだと思ったよ、昆虫症。
Ow. Wait, why? What happened, Star? Is it just battery powered or something? Hey, we got it. No. Wait, why is it sending no? I didn't hear you, Titus. I don't know what happened. Maybe try doing your speaker.
I said I expected this.
Oh.
God damn it.
Maybe
You just
you're.
wanted to hear me take the Lord's name in vain again, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It didn't even pick it up. Maybe you're over tapping, Star? I laughed when the bear in the dream said that it didn't matter if you died.
どんだけ神仏に軽視されてるんだ、僕は。
Because he's a pervert.
Why do gods look down on me so?
Well, I can understand them. Yeah, no kidding. Anyway, I parted ways with Chiemi and started looking around all by myself. Though I was actually just carefully moving forward. This was an animal trail. The grass carpet here was thin, and this is kind of like his stuff. Do you want to read this?
No,
Okay, I'm reading then.
this is just narration.
And the young trees sliding it were like a fence, making it somewhat clear that it was actually a road, a beast path. Body odor, reek of etc., remains of hairs, claw marks, and had plenty of info for you to conclude this was beast territory. Unfortunately, we humans weren't sensitive enough to catch such hints. Thus, it was easy for us to get lost on the beast trail. It wasn't meant for human feet. It led to the realm of the mountain god. However, I didn't feel like I could get lost here. The gazes of the brown bears at the sides kept me on the road. This meant that I was on the right path. This was the path I once crossed by the gods we'd hunt. Chiemi was hiding about 100 steps behind me. Wait, did that say hiding? Oh yeah. Now I just needed to wait until it showed up. Still nothing. I'd been walking for an hour. It was actually getting to me now. Was Chiemi still behind me? Hell, was the divine mission she'd been given even right? What if we had to do something completely different? Like sacrifice me, for example? When I really didn't think was, I was hated enough to become a target right away, but still. What if our positions were reversed? If it was me, leading someone stuck in Hokkaido into a super dangerous scenario, then they somehow survived, cracking a smile and telling them it was just a prank. Man, would that be fun. Crap, I was actually worried right now. I wasn't sure if I could survive if someone got back at me for what I usually did. I turned around and had 100 steps behind me to Chiemi. The Miku version, though. She wasn't here! She actually abandoned me! I shouldn't have trusted her so easily. Right, she said she'd be my enemy. Our relationship was all about who could fool the other more. What was I to do now? How could I survive this? Oh, GG, he's dead. No cap. I heard a growl behind me.
On job.
Don't turn your back on him! They'll chase after you when you do that. So that was it. Basically, I was going through one of the myths where turning around meant defeat. God's passage shows its true form when you turned away. And I had just turned around and walked 100 steps to find Chiemi. My back had been exposed to the anomaly. He's dead. Knowing that it was too late, I faced forward again. It's Chiemi in a bear suit. Never mind. What I saw there was a way too large brown bear, covered in a black miasma. Oh, that's an angry one.
Yeah, what tells you that? What makes you angry?
This was definitely
Could it be the glowing eyes?
Yeah. The boss, the evil aura, those shining eyes, the bloodlust it animated from every part of its body. It stood on its hind legs, and swung its two giant claws at me, making me jump backwards. The trees, young and dead, as well as the earth beneath, went everywhere. My flesh wasn't among the stuff. Yay! Oh my god. But the monster's specialty was going on. Right? Upon realizing it, Mystic got down and charged at me, and I was able to get back up. My death was imminent. It just like changes, like just black screen. I'd solved such a major incident, and now I died to some bear monster I met after going on to Hokkaido on a whim. What kind of reader could tolerate this? No one. Shit. Once I died, I would become a really annoying ghost and go around shouting lewd things around Chiemi. Seriously? What? I should have already been dead, but I wasn't, so I opened my eyes. At that moment... Did she stab it? The giant frame began to collapse. There were 3 poison arrows in it. The head, the shoulder, and stomach. Hey, good job! With the tremor, the creature collapsed, and... Araki-san, are you okay? Chiemi appeared next to me like it was no big deal.
いたんだ。
Burb! Excuse me, guys. Uh-oh. He died. He died. Hello?
Hello.
What happened?
You couldn't hear me, so I left the call.
That's so weird.
You were here.
そりゃあね
Well, yeah.
いや、100歩後ろをついてく
We
れって
agreed
話
that
だっ
you'd
た
be
のに
100 steps behind me, but I went back and couldn't find you, so I thought you ran away or something.
そりゃ
Well, I turned around and went back as you did.
いやいやいや、突発的なトラブルかもしれないじゃないですか。
What if there was
いきな
some
り連
sudden
絡が
trouble?
取れなく
Do
な
you
った
have
ら
any
不安じゃない
idea?
ですか。
Yeah, how uneasy and easy one can be if you lose contact just like that?
そうやって僕が不審に陥り、この道を逆に辿るのを待ってたってわけ
You
ですか。
instigated my distrust and waited until I turned around.
えへへ
Good one, Jerry. This little.
いいじゃんいいじゃんギャグギャグ
It's fine, it's fine. It's just a prank, bro. We're
そんな春
we're
秋さん
I
You
will.
literally
It's
told
just
that
a
dude
prank,
it's just
bro.
a prank, bro line.
I'm taking a screenshot of that. It's fine, it's fine. It's just a prank, bro. We're enemies. There's a sort of trust between us, and I love it that way.
予想してたことをまとめていった挙句、どうしてもな手で
Don't
ごまか
just
さ
play
れ
it
て
off
ほしい
and think everything I expected you to.
Hey, well, I'd also like to complain about you thinking that I actually ditched you.
僕じゃなくても、1時間森の中でさまよわされたら不安になる
Anyone
っ
would
て
be
の。
uneasy after wandering in a forest for an hour.
Oh no.
あ
Oh! Sorry, Haraki-san. Let's leave this for later. There's still some work to be done.
というと、
I think this is a skip,
What do you
bro.
mean?
Wait, we were completely ignored by all the other brown bears still around us. Was that a problem? Well, I'll tell you later. She reached into her coat's pocket and took out a useful little tool. A hunting knife.
春秋さんはみんな
Haraki-san, don't look. You probably won't like this. She cutting her skin or something? Or cutting the bear? Jamie had surely gone on to dismantle the giant bear. I knew from the incident that she knew how to do that. I had no idea why this action was significant. However, at this point, I didn't believe that she was doing something she shouldn't have. If that were the case, the brown bears watching over us wouldn't just sit still. And I also figured that me not watching the act was an important part of it. I was an outsider whose only role was bait, so I wasn't allowed to see the sight behind me. It took a long time. 30 minutes, an hour, maybe a lot less than that, but honestly, actual time didn't matter here. It took as much time as it needed to. I spent the whole time waiting.
終わったよ
I'm done! Upon hearing that, I finally stopped acting like a statue. Damn, did my joints hurt. Once I turned around, I saw no sign of the ominous brown bear. Ominous. There was only a large wooden stick. It was taller than me, and at its tip it split into two and held up with a pure white beastly skull like a weather vane. I vaguely understood that this was the result of her killing a god.
帰ろう
Let's go back. I heard brown bear grunts in the distance, and it felt like they were urging us to come with them. Chemi led me by the hand for a few minutes, and we made our way out of the forest surprisingly easily. The bridge I'd mentioned before had a bus stop with a phone booth nearby, so I used it to call road service. We got in the room servicer's car and returned to my bike, which strangely wasn't collapsed on its side. Oh, I probably should, In fact, even the bag I'd thrown back at a bear chasing us was hanging on a handle. I looked at Chemi's face, but her eyes seemed to be looking at something else. We then returned to a repair service in a nearby town and checked the damage. It was actually an early failure, and there was going to be a recall soon, but I needed it to work, so I just paid to have it fixed. Huh? Fortunately, they had spare parts, and the bag containing my wallet had returned to me, so I had no trouble fixing it. Ow.
結局
Back.
あれは何だったんだろ
What was that all about anyway?
I don't know.
知りたい？
Wanna know?
う超知りたい
Definitely.
ね、
The
ヒグマは
brown bears were like gods that came to people carrying fur and meat.
神様みたい。そして
If the locals somehow caught a brown bear cub, they would cherish and raise it, then have a major feast where they would kill it.
大きな宴会を開いそれは
That was considered thanks to the gods blessing them, and a ritual that sent the god back to the realm of the gods.
盛大に神の世界だけど
But that one never
あの子は
sent,
送っても
apparently.
らえなかった
なぜだろ
What?
わからない。
I don't know. The brown bears said that those who'd normally send them were
ヒ
gone.
グマたちが言ってた。
I'm so confused.
だからあの子は
That was why he couldn't return to the realm of the gods, and began acting strange because of it.
このままだ
At that rate, it wouldn't become an evil god that harmed human. It would have.
だから
That was why the brown bears asked me to send him to them.
うふーんなんだろう
That was so random.
Oh,
おや
Oh?
ご不満が
Unsatisfied?
幻想物語としては面白いけど熊殺しを
decent
正当化してる
fantasy,
のは
but for the humans, it's basically a myth that justifies killing bears, right?
それを熊の方から望むってのはどうもな
I'm just not sure how the bears themselves could want it.
うーん
My explanation just wasn't good enough.
どっちかっていうと
It's more like they wanted me to fulfill the humans'
人間が
responsibility.
犯した責任を果たしてかつての人
They wanted me to release their brethren, bound and tied by the humans in the name of their god.
そのままにして
なるほどそれならまあ
I see. That makes more sense.
あと
And you do understand it, right?
荒木さんあの場にいたのは
Everyone there was a god. I had a hunch. The forest itself wasn't human territory. It was an area close to the world of the gods. Otherwise, we'd have been the main dish at the brown bear banquet. When we'd left the forest, Jamie no longer had her arrows or quiver. Those things probably didn't quite belong to this world. We probably couldn't find those dwellings ever again either. That probably was a place created by the nostalgia of those who'd left, for some reason leaving behind the brown bear cub. Well, looking at it from the god theory standpoint, the information in our minds had probably been manipulated to suit their needs. This had to be it. No doubt about it.
あの神様たち
Those gods didn't have a weird form, so I wasn't afraid of them.
怖く
でもあまり近寄るべき存在じゃないんだろうね
Probably heard something you could get close to, huh?
そうだね
Yeah, that's
それ
right.
はその通りだ
あれその手首
Huh? Your wrist.
There was something unfamiliar on Chiami's wrist. It looked like a bracelet made of fur-like material. Oh,
あれかな俺
I guess this is their thanks?
毛皮と肉をたっぷり置いていくことはできないから
Well, they could leave tons of fur and meat for you.
True.
かもね
Yeah, probably. It's well made. I kinda like it.
意外とおしゃれか
熊皮系女子
You're the bear type of gal, huh?
それはやめて
Don't say that.
ただちょっと想像してしまった
I just imagined something.
何を
What's that?
これから行く先々で君の力に目をつけた
Now your
土着の
power
神
would
様どもから
lead to you having to solve tons of problems for the local gods.
そんでその度に新しい装備品を手に
And
入
you
れて
get more and more stuff like that as your reward, eventually making it look like you don't belong in the current era.
True. No kidding. That worry wasn't quite unfounded. Chiemi had been born as the child of the snake and was exiled because of the corruption of Yomi. Oh my god, do you see the picture? You could low-key see that. That's kind of creepy.
Oh yeah, Chiemi. You can see Chiemi in the green.
Is that supposed to be what we see? Her specialty is a girl from a family that watched over things
Holy
might have merged
crap.
with her fear of God to let— I know. To let her see God. She started out as a ruffian, born into a harsh environment, but eventually she learned things, became strong, and grew up into a fine woman. Not to mention she had a hell of a weapon. Her origins, talents, career, fighting prowess, she was the perfect hero for a story. A story of a god killer. Jeez. Get her on God Eater, geez. This reminded me that she also had retained memories from previous loops during that incident. She could carry her memories over to the next time without borrowing Mitsuji's powers. That was probably the result of her god killer talent, giving her the ability as the most important weapon in that endless loop. She resisted, chased down, and eventually killed God, and her weapons were the memories from her previous loops. She herself couldn't use this ability properly, but with my planning, she was able to kill God. Chiemi was now a real hero, and as such, she was probably in for a strange fate. That was what I was worried about, and made me wonder whether I had the right to stand at her side. Oh, darn y'all.
なんか冗談に聞こえない気がする
Don't joke like that. It makes it sound too serious.
そうだよね。
Why'd the music get all happy? Uh-oh, are you having problems again?
Fuck.
It's okay, take your time. Whew. I don't think we heard this one before. Should I just skip it? Poor Titus. I played it off as nothing, and thankfully she didn't notice.
でもちょっと面白いかも
But that would be kind of interesting. I mean, it'd be a god hunt where I got more and more exotic goods with every kill.
神殺し姫とか言って映画化希望。
Oh my god. Titus, are you okay? Uh-oh. Oh. What? Hello? What's going on? It's okay. Maybe you should use your speaker. You just missed one line.
Maybe it's your attitude.
I have a good attitude. What are you talking about? You just like dip.
I didn't dip. You said you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I heard nothing.
God Slaying Princess movie 1? Okay, that actually sounds badass. I want
It does. Wow, that's so toony. Okay, they want to go home with us apparently at this point.
なあ、あの200メートルほど先からも
Oh
のす
my
ごい勢
god.
いで走ってくる
There's
存在
a
は
bear 200
何
feet
か追加の要件で
coming
も
right
上
at
に
us.
来た神
Is
様
this
か
the
な
god who has no job for you?
多分普通の凶暴
Oh my
だ
god.
しヒグマだと思う
You know, it's probably just a wild brown bear gone violent. Oh no!
A bear!
What?
Call the police! Call the Maytag!
Kimun Kami! Calm yourself!
逃げよう
Let's run.
逃げよう
Let's run.
What is this game? And so oh my god, it's the ending of the side story. We'd experience another divine, paranormal, incomprehensible scenario. Chiemi Serizawa, the hero, had gained some EXP, and I, who lived in reality, didn't quite like it. Though, if our journey continued, I would soon become unable to deny it. And oh man, that was so scary I couldn't bear it. And what the what the hell?
Couldn't bear it.
I couldn't bear it,
Okay,
Ken!
we didn't need
He couldn't
any
bear
of
it!
the-
Huh?
we didn't need any of the revelation route shit. to
Not for that
understand
one. Cyber? What? Well, I know, but I mean, I like all the red dialogue. Maybe we could just look at a YouTube video. Because going through every single thing is like a long time. Next one? Or,
Maybe? I don't know.
what do you mean?
Sure.
There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
Okay.
we should read them. Hold on. Illusion / comedy. The land of the North Great with a new travel. Fight with a new god. The bizarre adventure of an unfunny hero and swindler. Is that a JoJo reference? The high-strung doctor worries. To him, the this is what the heck is his name? Bro, it's been like a week. You know, Dr. Man.
Nosato.
Yeah. In the end, in fact, the beginning of the
Nosato.
what is he to do with the rampaging
How could
women destroying his image? No, I didn't forget his name. Nosato.
雨は
Oh my god.
Oh my god! It's a Rikako story.
Yeah, it's a
a
Rikako
Rikako
story. Woo!
The
It's-
rain is over.
Theoretically, it's a Nosato and Rikako story because they're together now.
よかった今日はゴミを出さねばならん
What a relief.
それに洗
I
濯
must
物
take
も
out the garbage.
Yes.
And you love.
He's doing all the work? Bro, what is he, the housewife?
確かいくつか特売
They're
があって
shopping too. Some things were on
忙し
sale.
くなる前に
I should get it done before things become too heavy.
You know who I realize you kind of sound like now when you do Kiyonosuke?
Sakura.
No, Yusuke. Just
I
a-
shall put you to the
I shall put you to the sword.
晴れてよかった
I was thinking, fucking like the
What?
coffee shop owner of Blanc.
Yes!
guy.
That too. A little bit. But I would say it's more Yusuke.
Ah, you're back.
Oh, you're back.
Ah,
oh,
you're back.
you're back.
Now I couldn't be more glad that the rain is over.
Kiyonosuke no Sato was aware that he was blessed. What? Though Fujiyoshi wasn't the best place to be born in. Oh, it's lore. His family was rich and upheld good values. Unlike his wise, talented brother, he was a normal person, but he was given all he needed and then some. He'd also survived the horrible disease he'd gotten. Upon growing up, he began to feel like something wasn't right and left the village. Thankfully, no one was there to stop him. Outside, he was no longer one of the special village heads, but even so, he continued to be blessed. There were no major accidents or failures, and he knew decent people. With the degree of education he had, he'd become able to be a doctor. That was when he'd realized that there was nothing in particular that he wanted to do, but even so, he was blessed. It was a simple happiness comprised of nothing but the fact that he couldn't complain, and didn't ask for most of the things he could easily gain. Enjoying his relaxed lifestyle, fully aware of that, many months and years passed by. Excuse me. Then in March, his family called him. They told him to stop wasting time playing around and come work at the village clinic. That was the first moment of actual discomfort he experienced. Naturally, he'd expected to be told something like this. He didn't want to return to the village, for he understood that he couldn't act the way he wanted to back there. In that village heads were supposed to command authority. It was right for them to be superior to the common folk and look down on Yasumizu. Who got space A's this time? Andre, hi. We're playing Raging Loop. What you talking about, Goober? Thus, he'd acted Space AIDS! More like looping AIDS. Acted exactly in that manner and was mocked because of it, earning the unwelcome moniker of the Nosato Blockhead. Looking foolish wasn't a matter of being right. The problem was that he couldn't display talent worthy of his position. That was why he didn't want to be dragged into this at all. This was the reason why he'd left after all. The truth was that there were ulterior motives. Huh?
More like luminosity, more like lupinosity.
More like lupinosity. Okay.
More like lupus.
Okay, cut it out, Goober. The ones who ordered
Oh,
it.
I refuse to cut it out. I'm a comedic genius.
A comedic genius, yes. You should be on an episode with what is it called? You know, the guy who does the billboards and he's funny. Is it Kevin Hart? Just saying how you're almost out of battery, as you always are. But thank you for dropping by, Andre. They'd broken their non-inventionalist policy and ordered the Nosatra to summon their second son, and the family couldn't say no. Have a good night, too. Thank you so much, Andre. Good night. See you tomorrow if you stop by. However, Kiyonosuke wondered if even the Miguruma knew why they had to invite him. After all, even though he could really believe that he'd been saved from a supernatural conspiracy which had nearly killed him. Great vegetables.
Makes sense otherwise.
For example, the fact that the snake's family abandoned their absolute power over the village, lost many of their people to a strange disease, and scattered completely. For example, the fact that the monkey's family abandoned their control over Fujiyoshi's livelihood and escaped at the same time as Miguruma fell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is post.
this is big brain time.
Post them killing God.
Yeah.
Or the gods, supposedly.
For example, the fact that the dissolution of the true most powerful families meant that his family, the Crow, would control the village now. And the final example, the fact that the descendant of the spider, who had controlled everything from the shadows, was in this old house. It was no time to grow complacent. The situation had become completely unnatural, unlike what he had imagined. It wasn't a happy ending, at least for her. He wasn't warped enough to enjoy being with an unhappy girl, and he shouldn't be. Aww. Rikako Uematsu was lying in her bed on her stomach. Her limbs were completely spread out. Why did the music start? The sleeping clothes she wore were as erotic as underwear. The actual clothes he'd bashfully brought her had been torn apart and left in the corner of the room. He then asked for Chiemi Serizawa's help, but she only brought lewd clothes. Chiemi! I love you!
Of course she did.
Of course she did. She thought it was a bit of bullying, but agreed upon seeing them. Rikako turned bright red, shifted uncontrollably, then agreed to wear them for some reason. She might have realized that wearing them made it hard for Kiyonosuke to look at her. By the way, she was awake right now. Her posture was actually more normal when she slept.
That's indecent, Rikako.
Shut up, Poopy! Shithead! Poopy!
Dang it, we're not gonna see Rikako in her nightgown? Like, what the fuck?
Dang. No, I guess not.
Please stop. That's just...
Instead of replying, Rikako tried to roll over and face upwards, but instead, she just fell out of bed. A crash.
Doesn't it hurt?
It does. It does. What was her voice again? Oh my god. I would say no to. Shut up, dummy. Earwax, ground beetle, or octopus, mole, shaper, you lazy good for nothing.
Watched the educational channel yesterday, didn't you?
Ever since they'd moved here, Rikako hadn't left at all and just spent the entire day in her room. She's a shut-in. All she did was eat, sleep, and watch TV, and that was true good-for-nothing behavior. I know. She particularly liked animals and learning shows for children. For whatever reason, she even watched the reruns at noon. Kiyonosuke brought her food from the nearby dining hall. She ate it without even using chopsticks. He tried making sandwiches for her, but she didn't touch them at all. Oh, she does not deserve him. Rikako Uematsu was impossibly sulky.
She is very depressed.
I know, but he's making her food, man. He'd be in a housewife for you. Come on, he's a male wife right now.
Like, honestly, he's putting in the effort.
He'd be putting in the effort. Give him some damn some payment, like respect, dude. Man,
Like, you don't have to fall in love with the man, but at least
consider, yeah.
thank you for at least being so considerate.
Thank you for taking care of me while I'm a piece of shit in the corner. And, well, an absolute mess, I guess. Not a piece of shit. While I'm, like,
The
in a...
weather is...
Yeah.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was saying while she's being, like, a depressed mess, you should at least say thank you.
Hmm. But I guess she doesn't want help, and you can't help people who don't want it.
That's true.
The weather is great. Why not go outside for a while?
He's gonna give up trying eventually.
I had your usual kimono. You don't have to wear the maid outfit that Toyogawa.
I love you, Chiemi.
What's with the pose?
It's an offensive incitation. Hi, Kay. How are you, Mr. K?
In that position,
Faster.
please stop. That's too insect-like.
Rikako, bro. Her current behavior was completely unlike.
She's gonna do that like a... She's gonna do that like a exorcist pose where she does a back bridge and starts walking on her hands.
I think that's what she's doing. The refined, beautiful Rikako Uematsu he knew. In fact, this creature didn't even resemble a woman. Damn! You just woke up? Good morning! Did you rest well?
Is this because you want to see who's flashing?
Huh? What a severe misunderstanding. I am simply fulfilling my role as the loser.
Roll as the loser?
Yeah, she lost the game.
This was the first proper conversation in a while, but he found it more confusing than gratifying. So far, stream's good. Thank you for asking. You would not understand the many sweet struggles we had over the millions of dreams. And to have it all end like that is degrading, but a loss is a loss. Thus, I will be as pathetic as a loser can be. That is what I am presenting myself as right now. Oh, how pathetic. Kyonosuke almost laughed as she, still expressionless, resumed flailing her limbs again. Instead, he held it in and asked.
Are you referring to logic that Zenshi-kun wasn't his real name?
Huh? That was a product of his exceptional skill. That was probably what helped him enjoy the feast so much. If I could have used the many Uematsu skills to make him talk, it would have been grand. Yet in that moment in the darkness, that fanged monster attacked. It makes no sense. That thing. It's all that thing's fault. It's the reason why I lost the Tsuchigumo of dreams. Rikako moved around in an unnerving manner and started crying again. Her beautiful face was warped, and she crawled around like a child throwing a tantrum. Kyonosuke sighed. His position in this incident that he knew next to nothing about was actually a bit special. The looping phenomenon created by none other than Rikako. It's about everyone involved couldn't remember anything about it, or more like the things that had happened were just undone, it only made sense. On the other hand, there were Haruaki Fusaishi, Chiemi Serizawa, both who kept their memories in the loop after dying, and the mysterious woman Mitsuji Misamine. But besides that, there was Haru Makishima, who could read Haruaki's mind. She'd clearly remembered Rikako Uematsu's plot. Because of Haruaki's planning, the only effect on the real world was Great Lord Shinai's death. Thus, the people of Yasumizu had been told anything else, not even about Fusaishi. However, Kiyonosuke Nosato was an exception. He had Fusaishi and Serizawa tell him everything and knew the outline of the incident. Besides Chikamochi Kamoshida, who somewhat understood what happened, Kiyonosuke was the only one who knew of the incident but didn't experience it himself. How did he get into this position? It was because of Fusaishi trusted him for some reason, but more than that, it was for Rikako Uematsu. Kyonosuke and Rikako were actually the ones who didn't participate in the Atami trip. Rikako Uematsu had been bound by Mitsuji Misamine, and her people, then was examined in some way. Kiyonosuke was considered her guardian during that. Though they were just locked in some strange facility, they had to wait there for a few days. He was glad to not have gone back with the people of Yasumizu, and he wasn't on good terms with that. How was work yesterday? Did you work late? He was worried about Rikako, though, and during that confinement, Misamine's people were strangely nice and constantly said that they wouldn't do anything bad to them. It made him feel powerless, but he was used to that. He trusted their words and expected Rikako to be freed quickly. This is exactly what happened after a week. However, that was only the beginning of the trouble. Rikako Uematsu had no ID. If the Miguruma had still been in power, they'd have probably taken it up upon themselves to cover up her existence. For better or worse, the Miguruma had been destroyed during the week in the facility. As for what Rikako herself thought of this, I don't care. I'm tired. Let me die of hunger. Needlessly to say, it wasn't much help. They had no choice but to spend 3 days in a hotel with her in a different room, of course. One day, Chiemi came to visit. She'd been the one who told Kiyonosuke of the incident while he was running to Rikako. It's probably not my business to look out for you like this, but I came to help out if you need me. Rikako-san seems to be safe now, so what are your plans? As it turned out, Misamine had told her the situation, so she understood most of it. Kiyonosuke went and asked her to tell him about the incident again. It was just that absurd of a story. Then she asked him about what he'd do with Rikako. He replied that he'd take care of her until she recovered from her state of lethargy. Nosato-san, you're a gentleman, huh? Sorry, I thought way less of you. That apology itself was rather insulting, but Kiyonosuke didn't find it enraging. Chiemi then asked to meet up with Rikako. Kiyonosuke wasn't sure about it, but Rikako insisted to have a one-on-one with her, so he ended up staying outside as they faced each other. It has been a while, Serizawa-sama. Have you come to make fun of the foolish loser? Loser! Dumped and dumb spider, you timid perv! Don't think I forgot what you said that one time. Who are you calling urine-reeking and not in demand? You said many vile things to me too. You're the one who started it, and it reeks here! You stink! How long ago did you last have a bath? Shut up! I'll bathe as much as I want. Eat this! Reek attack! Wave! Yeah! What the hell? This actually looped back around to being funny, but you're being an absolute catastrophe of a woman. Thank you. Alright, I know a lot's happened between us, but you aren't a stranger to me, so I'll help you out. I don't need anything. Leave. You think a loser has a choice? Loud teeth grinding sounds. After the exchange, which could easily be heard from behind the door, Serizawa spent the whole day buying lots of stuff for Mikako, most of which Kiyonosuke couldn't comprehend. Serizawa said her goodbye after demanding Kiyonosuke pay an absurd sum for the items. Well, if she's trouble, just call me. I'll discipline her whenever you need me to. You're too nice, Mr. K. Thank you. I try my best. He was at a complete loss for words, but since Rikako-san had become a bit more cooperative, he couldn't really complain. Though, she did seem a lot more sulky. That day, the man calling himself Fusaishi sent Kiyonosuke an email, even though he didn't recall ever giving him his address, which contained some additional information. Oh, here, you can read this.
No.
Okay. I'm mailing to tell you some things I couldn't tell you when playing God. The courteous email contained the incident from his perspective. There were mentions of the records left behind in the Nosato Yasumizu's mansion, and the Eye of the Miguruma, the surveillance control system. He had no reason to doubt anything anymore. They continued to exchange a few mails, but none of them mentioned Rikako. Aww, okay. Were you there for Value's birthday stream, by the way? I was there for a bit. He hit a couple of hype trains. Super happy for him. that was when he called that was when he was called back to Fujiyoshi with his brothers at the current head of the family and mayor of the village. They were so busy that they summoned the supposedly subpar Kiyanosuke. Yeah, did he end up reading the birthday notes we all wrote him on that page from Barley, or no? Just curious. After asking the concierge to look out for Rikako, he returned to Kamifuji and met with his brother. Yeah, that stream. He learned a few things. The Nosato were aware that something had been happening behind the scenes and that it led to the Miguruma collapsing. Some of the people, especially his brother, actually felt the change happening in the village. There was a psychological or perhaps religious change. As a central figure in the Shinai faith, he could feel this even if he didn't want to. But even so, he had no way to know that it was all Uematsu's fault and that she needed to be taken away from the village. Kiyanosuke explained it to him with so much detail as he could. Though her ambitions had been crushed and she was harmless now, returning her to Yasumizu was difficult. However, she had special powers, so it was best to avoid trying to harm her on rousing her grudge. What do you mean +1 reason to hate Prime Radio video? Basically, she needed to be kept away from the village and that he would take it upon himself to do it. His brother instantly said that it was only because he had feelings for her. However, with all the information Serizawa and Fusashi had given him, Kiyanosuke had no reason to falter. On the same day, he brought his brother to Yasumizu's Nosato mansion and unsealed a certain piece of evidence. Using that as proof, he explained to him that during the last mist, there was supposed to be a fearsome massacre event, and that some outsider who somehow knew about it stopped. It was quite hard to believe. But Kiyanosuke explained it with more intellect, sincerity, and passion than ever. When it came to Rikako Uematsu, Kiyanosuke told his brother that her exportation at the hands of her family in the Miguruma had made her plot to destroy them. To Kiyanosuke, that didn't seem like a lie. Even if she had been working to fulfill the ultimate desire of her ancestors, it was those around her who pushed her over the edge. This was just how terrible her circumstances were, and his brother had to have known that better than Kiyanosuke. In the end, he gained his brother's trust, though most of it was due to the documents left by the forefathers, and physical proof such as the camera. As a head of a herbalist household, he knew of the unnerving paranormal healing methods employed by the Uematsu heads. He also knew that the Uematsu had even controlled the Miguruma once upon a time. Because of this, for the sake of Fujiyoshi, the head of the Nosato family, had decided to appoint Kiyanosuke to shelter and hide Uematsu. However, there were conditions for that. She couldn't come near Fujiyoshi, and he had to watch over her at all times. Kiyanosuke could also not expect anything with health matters regarding her. Coffee? Popcorn and coffee? If you considered the state of the Nosato family and the threat of the Uematsu, Kiyanosuke's brother was basically cutting them off entirely.
Your thing was chased out, too, so he's still trying to find a place for himself. Everyone must leave their nest someday. But I think that came a bit late in my case. Oh, one more thing.
Oh, hi Astral! Thank you for the lurk! Welcome in! Enjoy your, lurk!
Even if these documents make you reevaluate my great-grandfather, don't try to call Shikamochi back to me.
Aw, good luck! Thank you for the lurk as well, Mr. K. Good luck with work. Huh?
You did consider it, didn't you? It's written all over your face. You wonder why you can't, because God will punish you. That aside, you can't handle Yasumizu as you did before. I've heard of their circumstances. You should consider trying to talk to them. You have enough time for that, don't you?
Thank you, you're too sweet. I hope you have a wonderful day and everything, and thanks for stopping by. We will have a great rest of the stream.
Hold on.
Yeah?
I gotta go do tours. I was assigned dorm tours this week, so
Oh.
I gotta go do that real quick. It'd take like
You're
10 minutes tops.
Okay, I'll wait. we're gonna take a small break here, y'all. Just do whatever, really. I'm gonna be on my phone or something.
No room visitations.
Mm. It has been growing, Kay, like a lot, which is great. So thank you so much. I hope so too. Here, I'll give you guys some background noise while Titus does his thing. Hello? That's not. Hey, you or someone else, Titus. Huh? I can't tell if he's back yet. Wait, why is my. What happened to my. Titus, are you back? Hi, guys. Hi, Rio. Hi, Mr. K. Hello? I don't know if he's back. Goober! Maybe it's just background noises. He lives with other people, so I don't know. How are you guys? What's up? Hi.
What's the?
Hi! Who dat? I think it's Titus, guys. Let's just wait. Back to the waiting screen we go, I suppose. You're normal? Be right back. Okay, Ryu. Do what you gotta. I might grab a snack, to be honest. He's just, I'm gonna see what's in the kitchen. I'll be right back, guys. Let me know if you hear him. Actually, I don't even think the audio for Discord is, hold on, something that goes on the BRB screen. So I'll add it there. Okay, be right back.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello? Hey, are you back?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I went to get a snack and use the bathroom because I was hearing people in the background and they were like talking, but I don't think it was you. Did you
It
read?
was not me. That's my roommate.
Did you read chat? You didn't read it.
No.
Rio says, Titus, if you see this, say Lumi is the best.
Say his name
And then
he
Kay says it.
appears.
And
I
then Rio
believe
says
in
you
Joe
refuse to say it, so you're not
Hendry.
the real Titus.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
You fraud. I'm a.
Thank you for the head pats, Kay. And that's okay, Rio. It was Takumi Muro. I got Sour Patch Kids. Let's go.
出てくのか
Takumi! You!
You're leaving again?
I missed you! Hi.
I miss you too.
You do? Oh my god. Can I have a hug?
Sure thing.
Oh.
Laugh if you want. With this, I'm not even a village pet anymore.
え、そんな大事なのか
Huh?
よ。
That serious?
ああ。今
Yeah.
後ここ
Rio,
に戻る
You
thank
won't see me around much
you.
anymore.
神様との
And
約
I
束
have
く
to
らい
fulfill
は
my promise.
果たさねば
To
なら
God,
んだね
that is.
Oh, look at Rio giving hug. Character development. Oh, it's okay. Do what you have to.
What happened to Uematsu?
ああ。彼女は私が
Oh, I'll have to take care of and shelter
Aw,
her
thank
until
you,
she
Kay.
calms
西
down.
洋の世話をして差し上げることになった。
Because remember that one time, Rio, you didn't want affection? You thought it was gross? Now you gave me a hug. Look at you.
長者で流行ってる病気って聞いたが。
I heard it was a disease that spread among only the village heads. What was it anyway?
Thank you, Mr. K. Have a wonderful day at work, hon. Thank you for hanging out.
君に言ってもわからんよ。
You wouldn't understand.
お前は最後までそれかよ。
Oh, you never change, do you?
そうとも。野里の
Of
ボン
course.
クラは
Nosato or
野
not,
里で
I'm
亡くな
still
っ
a
てるボ
blockhead.
ンクラ。
さっきの取り消しだ。
I'll take
なん
that
かお前
back.
変わっ
It
たな。
actually changed.
Oh, really? Oh. I gotcha, Rio. My
さ
bad.
あ変わったとす
Who
れば
knows?
この村
Maybe
なの
it's
では
the
ない
village
かね。
that changed.
それならば少なくとも君は
If
変
that's
わ
the
る瞬
case,
間を
then
見
you're
た
one
一
of the
人の
ones
は
who
ずだが
witnessed the change with your own eyes.
Rio, did I tell you my model's fully done now? Or do you not know about that? I don't know.
今でも
If you pay attention to the
夢
Discord.
だかなんだかわからねえよ。
Who are you talking to, man?
No, I'm talking to chat. Rio.
Oh.
I got
I
legs!
wonder if that was all a dream.
Have I shown you? You want to see my legs? In a not weird way. In a
Gloomy.
non-weird way.
Gloomy.
Rio.
You can't just go around. You can't just go around being like, "Hey, want to see my legs?"
In a non-weird way. In a platonic sense. Do you want to see my feet?
Jesus Christ! If this was like the 1800s,
Oh,
you'd be
you saw it in
stoned.
Discord? I'd be hanged for being a witch.
Republican decency for like showing your ankles. They'd
How
be like,
dare she
"Hey,
show
this
her
woman-
ankles? Silence the witch. Sorry.
How lewd! You're
Well,
showing
your
ankles.
girlfriend asked for it, so she got it. At least she's confident. Laura!
How could you get her to show something so vulgar on screen?
How inappropriate! Luminosity. Got him.
The luminosity. Oh my god! So you know how artists, how like fucking VTubers have art tags, and usually if they get lewd fan art, they
Yeah.
have like a pun of their name.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that would
god.
be yours.
You know what I need to do? I've seen it before where people have a camera, they somehow set it up that when people redeem it, it'll like pan to the legs of their model and show the thighs of the legs.
Hey,
How did-
her name is Skywave now, but you remember Lilac? She
Yeah.
does that.
How do you do that?
I mean, I can ask her. We're still on good
Ask her,
terms.
I should do it for fun.
I don't like
Spicy.
talk to her a whole lot, but
Yeah.
like we're still friends.
We
so
love legs,
I
yes.
could like, yeah,
あ
I could ask her how she does it.
Okay, bet.
あまあ夢だかなんだかわからないような
It's good to have connections in the VTubing industry because when you don't know how to do something, somebody could explain it to you.
Right? And I love that.
Same here. Well, lives can change due to dreamlike things, can't they?
達者でなムロ
See you later, Muro.
Wait a minute.
達者でなムロ
Wait, I need to confirm this now. I just realized something. Kiyonosuke's Japanese voice actor sounds like Archer from Fate Stay Night. Also a bit like Dio. Kiyonosuke. Kono Dio ga. I have to confirm it. He's only voiced in one? Really? Hold up. Maybe it's just this one line. Oh yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
Oh
they
well.
brought in a separate voice. They only brought in a
先輩を
separate
つけ
voice
ずじまい
actor
か
for that one voice line.
Wow, amazing.
Yep, they brought in a new voice actor just to voice one line,
Tosh doesn't know.
and then they did it specifically to fuck with you, the only person who would notice.
Yeah, okay.
It's a conspiracy. And you still don't call me senpai, huh?
Senpai.
今さら呼べるか恥ずかしい
Like I put it this point, it's embarrassing.
安水も変わっていくさ
Yasumizu would change.
Hmm?
大昔みたいにマロードの100人や200人笑ってもてなせ
It
る
may
ような
become
場
a
所になる
place
かもしれ
that
ない
can welcome hundreds of guests, just like centuries ago.
誰だそんな大それたことを考
Who
えてい
said
るやつ
something that bold?
さあただなんとなく
Who knows?
うちの神様
But it
が
does
賑や
look
かに
like
従
our
ってる
god
み
wants
てえだ
it
から
more
よ
lively here.
いずれ若い連中がなんか
I
始め
think
んじゃ
the
ないかって
youngins
思
are
ってる
about to start something.
やれやれ騒がしくなり
dear.
そう
Yore yore.
Sounds like
どうや
things
ら
are
西洋のためには
yore
出て行
yore.
って正解だったようだ
Some things are about to get busy. Looks like
落ち着い
leaving
た
and
ら
helping her.
お前も来いよ
How could you just skip my line like that? Yore yore.
Sorry.
Looks like leaving and helping her rest is the right move.
I'm chewing.
Once it settles down, you come visit too. And bring your pretty wife.
Oh my god, wait, is he with Kaori now?
そういうものではないそれに
Kaori?
彼女こそ
Yeah, Kaori. Because I know he's talking about Rikako, but damn,
What
he
do you mean?
tanned up. Is
No,
Takumi with?
No, Sato. That was Takumi talking to.
Yes,
no
yes,
Sato.
I know, but it made me think that if Takumi and Kaori are together, yeah.
Possibly. Who
I
knows?
also noticed Takumi's more tan.
No.
He looks more tan
he's
on the
always been
neck.
that cute.
Oh, okay.
No, Sato is just very pale.
I gotcha.
We're not like.
悪いのか
No,
Oopsie.
you skipped my line.
Sorry, I didn't know if you read that.
We're not like that, and it doesn't seem like she can return to Fujiyoshi. Is it that bad?
いや初版の事情だ
Well, there are reasons.
んなもん気にすんな
Well, don't overthink it. This is Yasumizu. We don't mind visitors, and the mayor would overlook it surely.
そうかもしれんな
Maybe you're right.
I realized full screening my at least right now, when I full screen my OBS on my computer to my tablet, my model works, it's working much quicker. Anyway, weird. After that, he became extremely busy. He prepared a residence, prepared the move, and secured a workplace. However, it all went swimmingly. With the help of one of his teachers from college, he got a position in a countryside clinic, a decent distance away from Fujiyoshi. He had also been able to buy a cheap place in the mountains not too far from where he worked. It was the perfect place to shelter Rikako. My god, how many times am I gonna burp? During stream, I'm eating Sour Patch though, sorry. And live in secrecy. He quickly signed the contracts and moved there. All that was left now was getting his things from the main Nosato household transferred to him. Once that was over and he realized how well it all went, he became aware of how blessed he was. Dude's becoming a Christian. He's believing in... This was one problem left. There was one problem left. I don't even... It was Rikako Uematsu who was menacing him with a strange sound. What was he to do here? He had no idea. She'd become a monster too much even for him to handle, and he loved her. The fact that she didn't go wild or try to run away... I actually did that in the store the other day, like, realistically, because I think I saw animals or something, and or something I liked, and I just did, like, a...
Yeah, you do that sometimes. Like, I've noticed you go like...
like that. The fact that she didn't try to... It's probably, like, become a part of my brain now. Go wild or try to run away implied she was okay with these conditions, so that was as far as it went. What if things stayed this way forever? He couldn't give up just like that. The key to this was persistence.
リカ子さんはしたないですってば
It's your line. Uh-oh. Are you talking again? Maybe he should, like, reconnect his phone or just rejoin. He dipped. Hold on. The goober dipped Duronied. I just... He probably went to restart. I went to, like, restart his phone or something. Boy!
It happened again.
I know, maybe you should just reconnect on the call, not like, I don't know, close your app or something.
What do you mean reconnect? It's a fucking private channel.
okay.
You need to drag me into there.
Okay, hold on. How about I move us to the other one? Maybe you think it's the region? I have it set as, I think, the US West.
Why would the region matter, Lumi?
I don't know. I think it's your mic. Anyway.
I think it's your mic,
I think it might be your connection at,
your
at
headphones.
the dorm. No,
might be your fucking internet. Who knows?
baby.
Rikako-san, that's too indecent.
He tried talking to her.
あなたは一体
What are you trying to do anyway? She stopped menacing him, and he wasn't sure how to react to her question even after thinking about it for a few seconds.
何とは
What do you mean?
私を
What do you
どうしたいので
want
す
to do with me?
どうって
Uh-oh, she's horny.
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't think she wants him, Lumi.
Oh.
I don't think. That
Well, maybe she
Rikako
feels
has
like
any
utterly...
sort of feelings for him.
Well, she feels like she's utterly lonely, and because she's, like, asking, you know? Maybe she's, like, craving into...
No, I think she feels like.
Oh.
No, I don't think that's it.
Okay.
Lumi. You just have a very dirty mind.
No, I just know Rikako-san's freaking perverted. We've clearly seen that through the game, you nerd. Nothing to do with me, it's Rikako.
It's you. It's all you.
No,
Again, what do you mean?
she's a pervert. You've clearly seen her.
なぶり者にでも
See, I just told you!
I think you're just
お
projecting
望
on
み
the
のままに
Lumi.
なさいませ
No, I don't relate to her at all.
私
Nope, you're projecting.
歯医者に
Projecting.
When have I ever acted this way? I've never talked like this.
Always, every day of your
What
entire
the
life.
frick? You're so weird. I don't think I've ever belittled myself like that, but I mean, I guess she's having a hard time. And I think I'm like one of the least horniest women in the world. You can take advantage of me. Do what you want with me. I am the loser after all. Come, do it. With a face as dull as a hammer, she rolled to the side and started spanking herself. It was the negative sort of sex.
You can hear it in the
What the
background.
fuck is wrong with her? She'd been like this ever since talking to Chiemi. Yeah, I can hear it. I hear it. It was an unproductive, hopeless relationship. Kiyanosuke had no idea how to handle it. Dude, what happened to her after she talked to Chiemi? He would start working as a doctor. Dude, get out of there, bro. The job was... Oh my god. Too hectic. And though he'd worked as an intern for a while, he spent... It sounds like she's got a whip. Too many years not doing anything, so he was quite worried. Whatever. When he would be away, a portly housekeeper would look after Rikako, informing him if there were any problems. He hoped that time would fix her, but what if it didn't? Worrying to himself, he left Rikako's room. Jesus, woman, get some therapy. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, you ruined this girl.
She didn't even wear the maid outfit. What do you mean? Chiami's just being a gal. I'm just a girl. She continued spanking herself regardless, but then grew bored of it and crawled back into her bed. She couldn't even sigh. Rikako felt like an empty shell now. She'd felt this way ever since that moment of darkness from the end of the incident. Something had taken the Tsuchigumo of dreams away from her. Dude, get over it, oh my god. Or more like it, ate it. That was how it felt, at least. The Tsuchigumo of dreams was dead. At the very least, it couldn't fulfill her desires. She could feel it in her veins. She had no idea what that monster did with this.
If you had the power to shape reality to your will, and then all of a sudden it just got taken away from you, I bet you'd be depressed too.
I would not mope around like Rikako forever, dude. Like, this is just kind of sad.
Bullshit.
No, I wouldn't, dude. You do not.
You had the power. You had the power of a god, and you're telling me you wouldn't be sad to have
I
it
guess
taken
I
away?
would be sad, but I would not reduce myself to such disgusting behavior that she's doing because she's depressed. Like, that's just
She's
stupid.
just fucking sitting around spanking herself.
She literally told him, you can do whatever you want with me. That's just disgusting. I'm sorry, Rio. Yeah. He said he was listening to the stream and he had the strange things. And that's just, she's just like, you know, she's acting like she's a toy.
You're like,
huh?
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, I kind of feel bad for her, but the fact that she's like putting herself that low is just, it's kind of sad. I pity her, I guess. I don't necessarily like her that much anymore, I'm gonna be honest. The Tsuchigumo was her everything. But I do like that one side of her when she was clumsy and stuff. Now it's just kind of sad. The previous Uematsu head had raised her just for its sake. I hope she goes back to normal sometime soon, so... thus, now that it was lost, she had no ambitions, desires, hobbies, or goals. Oh, is she calling back on this? Ow. You don't have to read this again.
ただの人として、女性として、まっとうに、幸せになることを。
The curse was binding her to this life, but her life was full of... What? Hello?
You skipped my lines.
I said you don't have... No, I didn't hear... I didn't hear you. I said you don't have to read these again. You've read them.
And?
Well, I didn't hear you talk. I think you cut out.
What the fuck?
It's okay, go ahead. Oh, it has a dog! Your baby? Yeah, I was eating it. Oh, like 2 days ago? Yeah. What? Hello? Titus, are you good? Oh my god, he's having connection issues again. Go ahead and read, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
There you go.
What? Stream pause.
Yeah, I was just doing
stream
something.
pause.
I was doing something,
Okay.
I was doing something. Ow.
That you, Rikako Uematsu, abandon the Tsuchigumo's revival and live out a normal, happy life as an ordinary woman. A person.
Oh, that's good, Star.
Okay.
I'm glad. But
He told her to be happy.
I know,
She's
so
not being happy.
it's sad. Someone who'd lost her
She's
heart,
breaking her vow.
right? Couldn't find happiness again. Her whole purpose was to be that guardian, even if it was twisted. Her happiness was supposed to come with the Tsuchigumo and Fusaishi. Now that she'd lost them both, she was like a loser with the consolation prize. Yeah, she wanted to be with him, but it was really effed up. Perhaps she could let herself break easily if Kiyanosuke just had his way with her. What the? However, that wasn't happening, and she was left to live as a bored animal, fulfilling only its physical desires. She grew more irritated. She was surprised that she could still feel irritation. She'd felt a blazing flame of irritation when talking to Chiemi, but looking back on it, it was strange. Rikako Uematsu had thought all of her emotions had come from the Tsuchigumo. Oh, she never thought she had her own? Jesus. She thought that both the aloof Rikako and the bewitching Uematsu personalities had just been given to her. Perhaps some emotions and desires remained inside her? What of it, though? Would it let her become happy again? No, absurd. She didn't care. She rolled to the opposite side in irritation. That was when she saw a small spider. Oh. Okay, why'd they make it cute? She could tell instantly that it wasn't a normal spider. It was very roundish in all aspects, resembling a spider straight from a manga. And it was pink. Aww. Could it be? Could it really? Tsuchigumo-sama? Oh, it came back? It couldn't be. Did her late master actually survive? Rikako-san looked into it and called out to it. Spider-sama, Spider-sama, oh look what you have become. But you survived. You didn't die. Oh, what bliss! Then let us resume our ambition. Let us consume... Okay. One day, when you resurrect once more, we... Spider-sama? Something wasn't right. It was certainly different than what she knew it to be. But she thought it was simply because it became smaller. However, there was something inherently different about it. The spider actually avoided her when she tried to touch it. It backed away as though falling on its backside or out of embarrassment. She caught up to it with her fingers and tried touching it. It was soft. It was more soft and warm than any other such critter. After a few pokes, the pinkish spider began to convulse in a strange way, and when she retracted her finger, oopsie. Hold on. It fell on her side. Did it die? She assumed that for a moment, but it was still moving its legs slowly, and as though breathing. It was just sleeping. Rikako somehow understood that this was a fragment. The wicked, grand, and powerful Tsuchigumo was a being that represented a scary brand of motherhood that birthed and consumed all, and this was just something hiding within its shadow. It was paired with the Tsuchigumo of dreams and was small and weak from the start. But it was also the entity representing the extremely bashful, yet really love-craved personality that was Rikako. I might have not been as empty as I thought. It was just something that the dark creature had failed to consume, but it was a sign that Rikako was still there. However, she didn't know how to interpret it. Still perplexed, she rolled over again. What do I do? She hadn't even considered what it would be like to live as just herself. Was there anything she wanted to do as herself? She was tired and annoyed, but she remembered how Rikako had once wanted to try loving someone. Oh. Without the TV on, her room was a very boring place. She hadn't bathed in a while. That reminded her of Chiemi's grin, and with great irritation, she went to use the shower. Hey, motivation. Upon realizing a certain problem, she looked around the bathroom for something, but couldn't find it. Kiyanosuke had probably removed it out of caution. How foolish. I would not commit suicide. She didn't feel like dying. She knew better than anyone that it was painful and it wasn't a dream. Following that darkness, she no longer had any control over dreams. Did the pink spider have any powers? It didn't seem that way, so she was still just a woman. And as a woman, what did she think of this situation? The house was constructed with two families in mind, so both floors had a bath and a toilet. This was intentional on Kiyanosuke's part, who was considerably giving her her own space. Thus, ever moving here, she never had gone down the stairs. That was why Kyonosuke was at a loss for words when she came down all wet and wearing nothing but a bathrobe.
Hey yo!
Ayo. She's trying.
Rikako-san?
Give me a razor, no Sato-sama.
何そんな
She's just shaving, bro. She probably has like the...
What will you use it for?
自分を傷つけるなどと
Just so you know, I won't let you use it to harm yourself.
Please don't tell me she has like the bushiest armpits right now. I'll get rid
Oh,
of
I
the...
don't think she was talking about armpits.
Oh, yeah, she's probably a bush down there, but that's normal. Probably a freaking... Never mind, she probably got a forest. I'll get rid of the excess hair. Look at... it was her armpits. It was her... Just look at my hairy armpits, and just so you know, below I... Oh my god.
ってことをおっしゃるのか
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Why are you so loud? A doctor should be familiar with hair hygiene, no?
わかりま
You're
した
too comfortable, girly.
安全
Understood.
そうなものを買いに行かせます
I shall make her go buy some safe ones.
Make her?
ええまあその
Yes. Well,
私にはそ
I
ういうのは
don't know what kind to get, and I did say that there will be a housekeeper tomorrow.
彼女に買いに行かせますから
I'll have her buy some.
No. You go.
は
Aw.
Also, in the Uematsu household, we made it through the monthlies by sheltering in a special house, but what about here?
え
The month, like her monthly? What?
それなりのようドラッグスト
You
ア
just get pads, girly. What do you...
Well,
And medicine.
I imagine the local drugstore has something for that purpose.
I think I saw an advertisement. It should come with me soon, so buy some of those too.
それこそ彼女に頼んで
I'll ask her to.
Honestly, I want you to fire her.
どういうことです気に食わないと
Why?
でも
Is there a problem?
I do not want to interact with anyone for now, and I can take care of myself and my surroundings even if it is a pain.
しかし
Oh,
That is how it was in Yashimizu.
突然どうされたのですか
what happened?
あんなに無気
You're
力だ
so
ったのに
powerless.
No,
Now
it's
you
cute.
You
suddenly.
saw a spider. Armpit hair laser.
見ません見えませんから
I can't see it.
That's
I'm
gross.
not looking.
I am simply bored of the television. Also, I cannot imagine what kind of things you may ask of me if I keep relying on you so much. I simply thought that I should try to not be a nuisance.
いい兆候ですななるほど
What a
し
good
かし
sign.
私はもう少し
I
様
see.
子を見る
But
べき
I
か
should
と
watch over you for a while longer.
I will not escape or die. I have no cause to suffer for any more. So there, no housekeepers. If you do not want me to leave, go buy the things yourself.
あなたはどうであれ私を悩ませるよう
Go buy pads. Hey, Rikako, was I supposed to you? Do you hate me now? There is no helping it. I shall go support myself working as a women's servant again.
行ってきますから待ってなさい
What?
Oh god.
I'll go.
He's like, fine, I'll go. After saying that with a flushed face, Kyonosuke
He's
left
going to
the...
start an OnlyFans.
She's gonna start an OnlyFans. The living room without even looking in her eyes.
What do you mean?
Achoo! What do you mean, ew? Hell
Don't
no.
you disrespect?
I will...
Don't you disrespect female sex workers like that?
I will. Because I have an opinion, and it's...
Disrespectful.
It's
Disrespectful.
a disgrace to your body, but okay. And people that you take advantage of for money. For her, for some reason, her irritation has subsided. But if that's all they know, then, well, I guess you live your life, boo. After getting into her under kimono...
You live your life.
Yeah, I mean, your life, your body, I guess. She rummaged through the kitchen and found a tea caddy. She didn't know how to use boiled water, or fire in general. Wow. But she had used the microwave before, so she just warmed up some water and tea leaves in there. She then took, this is a nice, I like the wallpaper on this house, I noticed. She then took the hot cup with her sleeves, sat down on the sofa, and drunk. It was too hot, too fragrant, and the leaves were bitter, but she still found it delicious. If their sensations weren't stimulated, people's minds and bodies would atrophy? Atrophy? This really isn't the same.
Yep.
やはり
Even
違う
even, she wore the same clothes as before. She was clearly different now. Back then, there were no times where she didn't think of anything. Whenever she was alone, she would think of the Tsuchigumo. And she would think of the ancestral grudge she inherited and pile yet more upon it. By doing so, she would make the Tsuchigumo stronger and even more malicious. But now, she often thought of nothing. That didn't make her feel empty, however. In fact, the emptiness was filling. She recalled that Buddhism was basically about that. Thinking about such... Wait. Well, they came asking me, wow, like, if when I opened the Cool Whip and when I, like, you know, and I've eaten, like, half of it, and they're gonna wonder why, well, I've just been eating Cool Whip straight from the from the, you know, can, or whatever you call it. It's not really a can, it's like a... No, listen, from the Cool Whip box thing. I've been putting on Pop-Tarts, warmed up Pop-Tarts. It's really good, but I didn't tell them that.
If you were just eating straight up, if you were eating just straight up Cool Whip, I would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I like the flavor, but no, it's I eat it on warmed up Pop-Tarts, and I've been putting it on pancakes too. But I couldn't tell her that because like half of it's eaten. They were just asking how long ago I opened it. I was like, Anyway, most of the things Kiyonosuke had brought over had been unpacked. I'm gonna just text him. That way it's not weird.
You could have just told them in person when they asked you.
I'll tell her later. I'll tell her tomorrow. Well, I was waiting for you.
You know what? This is one of those. This is one of those instances
Where
where
you just let it fester.
no, where you just let them come up with their own theories on what you're using it for.
Well, they know there's more Pop-Tarts over there, so I mean, it's up to them. Had been unpacked, and there was already a large TV and bookshelves in the room. After drinking some more tea, she walked up to a bookshelf. His family were readers, and it was full of large books. Most of them seemed to be about medicine. Avoiding dictionaries and technical books, she picked up a thin, smallish, new text. Yes, let them form. I just use it for my face to like a kiwi mask, right? I mean, like, come on. If you have whipped cream, it's not like you don't just do the spray thing. I've done it before. The foundation of nursing. Learning from Nightingale's nursing notes. The title was complex, but the text inside was a large, easily read font, aimed at newbies apparently. She decided to read a bit, as it would stimulate her brain more than the TV. Upon hiding it in her sleeve, she looked at the shelf again. My model is like... It's in the right place, but on my phone... I know the eyes are like, whatever. Anyway. Oh! She found a small pink spider sitting there. Upon noticing that Rikako was looking at her, the spider jumped into one of the nearby cupboard crates. She followed it with her eyes, but quickly lost sight of it. Huh? She then walked up to the cardboard box and opened it. Oh! Whatever. Forbidden Wife Ivy, The Afternoon Grail, The Secret Class, The Music of Sweet Moans, The Lustful Hospital. Oh, he is a bookie. He's a lustful book reader. A Prescription of Love and Immortality. It was full of books with black covers. Oh, you naughty boy. She quickly opened them, closed them, then stuffed them into her sleeves. Then she quickly returned to her room and hid them under her pillow, all with a cool face. Oh, he naughty. She sat down on the sofa and drank the cold tea. Delicious! She said that out of embarrassment, but it didn't hide anything. It was still before noon. She didn't want to read that so early. Instead, she chose to read the first book she found. She hadn't read since middle school, so she really read slowly, but it gradually came back to her, so it wasn't a pain for her. Even after a whole hour, she wasn't done with half the book, and Kiyonosuke wasn't back yet. He was either hesitant to buy what she wanted or was irritated with her and wasting time to cool off. Rikako seemed to be a worse person than she herself realized.
Ori really has no idea what he's buying, and he's just
Suffering.
stressing the fuck out.
Yep. She only made it through all the hardships in her life with a stoic expression, not only because she was naturally calm, but because she had a clear goal. Would Kiyotsuki grow tired of her if she continued using him like that and pushing him around? Yes. Would she feel refreshed when that happened? There was nothing that she wanted to do enough to leave this place and put herself at risk in the process. However, she also couldn't find a reason to stay here. He let her stay here partially out of obligation to his family, but mostly because he liked her. She could give herself to him as thanks, but he probably wouldn't want it. It needs to be genuine, dummy. Then she was supposed to love him? That was difficult. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't see him as more than a sympathetic clown. He was a foolish, sad, older man who was too fixated on a woman who gave him a special experience only 20 years ago. And you know what? To some people that means everything, so shut it, woman. It was completely impossible for her to love him.
Hold up. Well, hold up. 20 years ago, and didn't she say she's in her late 20s?
What the? Yeah, I think so. Or is she older? Or was she a... What?
No. I'm pretty sure Chiavi said that she's in her late 20s.
Google it. What the... What? Well, she was inside everyone, remember? She's fucking gross, but that...
Yes, I know that, but like...
That makes him, yeah. Well?
Age 27.
She was 7 years old?
Like, even if he's a few years older than her, that's
Nasty.
not okay. That is
Nope.
not okay.
Good night, Rio. Thanks for hanging out. See you. Sleep well. Yeah, that's gross. It was completely impossible for her to love him as much as she had Hararaki Fusashi. Okay. Then there was only one answer. What a pain. But it would spare her the irritation, as she thought that she heard a voice outside. She thought she'd misheard it, but no, it was a childish, high-pitched cry. Rikako walked up to the window and looked through the curtains.
Oh, wait.
A child...
Is
Mako?
this Mako? Is it Mako?
No, a small boy was sitting and crying between the
the small
hedges.
boy.
That might be later on.
You can voice him.
Me? Like, what do I do? She went to the garden, but even though it was still in the... Are you saying I sound like a boy? In the house's territory, she still had to gather her
No,
wit.
I'm saying you sound like a very little boy, like a young boy.
I
that sounds
do
like a girl.
not. The garden was large, but poorly looked after.
Literally, Lumi.
Yeah?
Do you know how many boys are voiced by women?
Yeah, but I don't sound like a little boy.
cartoons
What
and
are you?
anime?
You're so weird.
You literally do.
No, I do not. What the frick?
Yes, you do.
Oh my god. Then you're gross for saying that I have a nice voice.
Yes, you literally say, what the frick? You are a little boy.
What the frick?
What?
Oh, thank you
No,
for the
I'm
daily,
not.
Jax. Chad has said it before. You're making everyone a pervert, you weirdo. It was completely overgrown, almost like a forest. I am ignoring that. Have this
Giving
house...
you a compliment is not...
A compliment? I am 25. I do
fucking-
not sound like a child. That's a boy. What are you saying?
No. Saying you have a nice voice is a compliment. You're the one making it weird. Literally, I'm saying you can voice a... I'm saying that you can voice a young boy.
I'll try.
Much as, like,
I thought you said I
young boy-
sound like a boy.
Lumi, listen to me. Listen. Okay?
Depression. Yes.
Women voice young boys in anime.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
because it's better than hiring an actual child because
Yes,
they will not listen and they will not deliver lines well.
I'll try.
I'm saying you can do that.
You don't sound like
What's
an
up?
old man. Star. He was just saying that I have the voice
Star
pitch
does not
range.
sound like an old.
I misunderstood. I thought he was saying, yeah. But didn't Kyonosuke say the weather was good? The sky she could see through the spaces and the leaves was all cloudy. Anyway, the boy, he looked 7 or 8 and he was a lot bigger than Mako. His clothes looked really bad, his shirt was loose and threadbare. But if you ignore that, his face was well structured, making him look quite intelligent.
かわい
You
い
know what? Fine. I can voice him. I'll
No.
give him a fucking Scottish accent.
No, I got it. It's okay. Cute. The fact that
Oh, now that I want to give him a Scottish accent, you're like, no, I'll voice him.
no, I thought you were just saying I sound like a boy in general. I misunderstood. Felt a bit more dirty than it made her sense her cursor upbringing?
どうしたの
What's wrong? Eek! The boy gasped but made her realize that her appearance probably made her look like a ghost anywhere outside of Fujiyoshi.
私
I am Rikako Uematsu. Ue for spin, and Matsu for end.
お姉ちゃん
Who are you?
誰
Why would he ask that after she just introduced
are you?
herself?
Who are you?
Okay, it made her a bit upset, but then she realized that he wanted to know her situation.
このお家に住ま
I'm
わせてもらって
someone living here.
え
You wanna read it?
に住んでるの
Oh, you live in a ghost? You live in a ghost mansion?
He's like 7 or 8 though. Huh? You live in a ghost mansion? Ghost mansion?
うん3年の男子はみんなそうやって呼んでる
That's what the third year boys call it.
It was the first time she'd gotten a proper look at the building, and the vines did look a bit ominous. Then there weren't the upkept garden, there was grass as tall as her knee, and that again must have been unnerving.
お化けが出る
Do you get ghosts here?
たけしが見たって
Yes. Acacia said he saw one.
勝手に
He
入って
should
は
not
ダ
try
メ
to get
It
in.
was a big old
ここは
ghost.
People
住
live
む
here.
お家なんだから
Eh.
ごめんなさい
Oh, thank you for the egg,
So,
Jax. I'm sorry.
たけしはお姉さんのことを見たのかも
maybe Takeshi saw you.
Well, not really. Thank you for the egg, but yeah.
私は
Me?
綺麗な女の幽霊だって言ってたから
He said the ghost was a pretty lady.
Those words made her heart waver. Was he into older girls?
次長
Control yourself.
fine. Taco.
Oh my god.
Taco.
Blech.
Stop being such a pedophile. What the fuck?
She'd be weird like that. Everyone in this game has issues. In a way. I wish some of them didn't have certain dialogue written for them. It bothers me.
何でもありません
Nothing. I moved here just a few days ago, so you probably have the wrong
この
person.
家に来
そうなんだそしたらお姉さん
Hey,
お化けと一緒
do
に
you
住んでる
live
の
with ghosts?
I am the ghost. She couldn't perceive such things. She might have been able to do something if the Guma was still with her and this was a dream, but there was no point considering that. Those Amiguruma blood probably have the talent to see such things. She remembered that Kyonosuke had said that it was really cheap. Perhaps it had a shady history.
気をつけない
I need to be careful. Inuimatsu had no reason to fear beings of a different world, but she did have to consider the risks involved. If one thing mingled with the unknown and the invisible, we had to treat it with proper respect. Kyonosuke would have to be told of this and look into it.
どうしたの怖い顔
What's wrong? Your face is scary.
Oh, nothing. Nothing. By the
何で
way,
もないの
why did you come here all by
それよ
yourself?
りもどうしてそ
For
の
her
お化け
time
屋敷
watching TV, she knew that Urbanites enjoyed tests of courage.
Urbanites.
Urbanites enjoyed tests of courage where they braved the darkness in Yomi. However, it was something done with others, not alone. He awkwardly looked down as if he was holding something back. Rikako realized how kind she was being to him, whatever happened to her unpleasant personality.
お家に
I do
入
not
っていいか
know if I can take you
わから
inside,
ないから
so let me give you some tea at least.
せめてお茶でも
いいよそんなの
No, thank you.
She was disappointed.
聞いてくれる
Can you hear me out?
私
If
が
you find me acceptable, I shall take in, no listen to you.
ありがとう
Thanks.
父さんと母さんが
My
別れ
mom
るん
and
だ
dad are no.
Oh shit.
5個ずつくらいね
Into how many pieces? Okay, she's messed up.
違うよ
At least
うちの親は
seven.
嘘じゃない
What the
Not
fuck?
that way. They aren't robots.
Oh
I mean,
dear.
they're divorced.
Into how many pieces of their flesh will fly around you?
まあ
Oh dear. According to TV, it wasn't uncommon these days. A divorce in Fujiyoshi would be the talk of the village.
俺邪魔なんだよ
I'm in the way.
母さん
Neither mom or dad want me.
Oh dear. Why do you think that?
わかるよ
They fucking told it to me. They sat me down and like, we're getting a divorce. They told because of you, you stupid.
また夫婦がいるんだ
We're putting you up for adoption.
Oh no.
I just do. They asked Shin-chan, who do you want to be with? They both smile awkwardly.
You know who
about it.
you sound like?
Round sticker, really?
No, you sound like Rex from Xenoblade, but if he was a little bit more mature before the end of Xenoblade 3. Pyra!
I got
Mithra!
I got no bloody clue who the fuck that is. I've never played Xenoblade.
Oh my god. That too! He sounds like someone from Still Wakes the Deep. Oh, hold on, I'll send you some lines.
I was watching Star Place like a day. Just this past Monday, actually, it was yesterday. We were watching it, and I was like, I can do a bloody good Scottish accent. And she was like, you're going to have to teach me how to do that sometime. So I decided I'd.
You're jealous.
I
That's a
tried to do.
surprise.
Listen.
Yeah,
That's not what I mean.
you're jealous. Right.
Nothing about this
That's
is
what I
easy.
mean.
There's this awkward
That's
distance
older.
between.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And this is him as a
You're
kid.
gonna have to send that to me.
I-
Type it out and send it to me.
Okay, hold on. I will, but I will show you younger Rex real quick. I'm gonna like play it on my iPad. Kid, Xenoblade 2. You would love Xenoblade. It's so fucking good.
Get to it
Okay, yeah.
Hold up. I can read you the last message you sent me. I want to get the hung up.
If you don't,
I'm trying to find him. Hold up.
It looks like you had a fucking stroke trying to text me.
no.
Yeah.
You'll be safe with them. They're not going to hurt her like I do. So I'm leaving. Just been kidding myself all along. Me, a driver, in the end, salvaging is all.
You bloody jet
That's Rex. Younger Rex. When he was absolute cringe. I will,
It's full of me cringe now, lass.
Hold up. I gotta text you it, but I'm on my iPad, so I'm just gonna at you or something. I gotta text you. I never friended you.
Alright.
Oh my god, my emote is
Friended
hilarious,
who?
bro. That's insane. That's so cute. I love that.
Who the bloody hell are you talking to?
Don't worry about it. I can see my catchy emote, and it's so cute on my iPad because it shows it like 10 times. Here. There you go. That's the older adult Rex later on. Did you send me something you said? No, you didn't. Okay.
Oh,
No, I sent you something. Could you look at it? Yes. Okay, let's get on.
I'll look at it later.
Okay.
性格も悪いし悪さもいっぱいしたから
Have bad grades and misbehave. I hate me.
He sounds like the guy who still likes the deep too.
どうしてご両親は
I also set fire to the family cat. They probably hate me for that as well.
Titus, shut up.
He scratched me. He was asking for it.
Why are they divorcing?
No, he's saying
お父さんが仕事で家にいなく
Okay,
て
Titus.
お母さんは
Dad is
どう
never
か
home
仕
because
事
he's
とか
keeping that
いろんな
mouth
こ
his
とで疲れ
secretary
た
at work. While mom is tired of all the loans and jobs and also again
共
the
働き
cheaters.
だったのね
They both work?
うん父さんは銀行員で
Dad is a wanker
会社で
and
働
Ma
いて
works at a company.
Whippersnapper. Despite what the boy had said, the way he talked was very detailed, and he seemed to be quite mature for his age. You would never find children like this in a failing household. Hey, what do you mean? I was mature in a failing household. It was probably going well before. They had to be pretty rich, and the parents were probably more skirting them before. But something had happened between them and torn them apart. There was probably no bad guy here. It was just an unfortunate turn of events. To Rikako, it seemed that urban society was a machine made of gears that created misery wherever they failed. And since she'd been involved with many marriages and births, she knew a lot about this. That's disgusting.
お父さん
Do you think it's impossible for your parents to be together
あ
again?
なたから
うん俺がいないところでは
Unless I'm
二
with
人と
them,
もほとん
they
ど
don't
気
even
を使わ
talk
な
to
いし
each other.
ず
They're
っとお
always
金のこ
fighting
とで
over
揉めて
money.
るから
That seemed difficult. What do you want to do?
選べないよ
I can't choose.
And no one could blame him for that.
それで
And that's why you came
ここに
here.
来たのね
選べない
Yeah.
って叫んで
I shouted that I can't choose when I ran over here.
それでお化けに
I don't
殺
know.
された
I
ら
thought I'd just come and live at the
お父さん
door.
と母さんは俺
You
のこと
felt
で悩
that
まなくていい
trap?
You skipped my fucking lines.
No, you read it.
Bloody hell. I thought that I'd save them the trouble if I was killed by a ghost.
Okay. In fact, that might have been best for the relationship. There were many examples where parents continued to be parents.
Love it so myself.
However, she didn't want to console him with such optimistic thoughts. Life was often times unreasonable and thoroughly filled with despair. Did somebody say despair? It was unlikely that this divorce could lead to the end. Rikako didn't know what to say to him. Nagito, could you please just shut the fuck up, please? When he calmed down, she hugged him. Hajime, bro, what's up? And told him she was there for him. Who knew? But the...
Impossible. All you have to do is make it so. Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars! What does Maki sound like again? Was
You
it...
wanna die?
Do you want to die? Was a path she didn't want him to take. At the boy resumed crying, Rikako looked around. Her eyes became fixated on a thread coming off. I'm Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer. For no reason, she reached out to pull it free. When she touched it,
どうしたの
What's wrong?
did your mother go through a major surgery recently?
どうしてわかったの
How did you know?
She then touched another thread she noticed.
お父さん
Your
は
father was given an order to go far away.
どこ
うんそれも
Yeah,
当たりだよ
that's right too.
His collar was covered in countless colored threads. Most of them were so thin they were almost invisible. They seemed transparent too, and only became more transparent as they went on before Is he dead? But those two stood out a lot. After all, they were cut, or she could see things. I see.
I see.
This was a first for her, but she understood what it was. There was a pink spider on the boy's head. This was the power of the frail spider. The timid little creature made it possible for Rikako, who'd wished to connect to people, to see such connections as threads. And if they were here... Now listen.
Oh,
あなた
You have to go back home and answer your parents' question. But I will give you a little spell that makes it so they do not look displeased when it happens. That is why you need to think for yourself and make a choice you do not regret. Think about who you want to be with, who needs you, and which one will give you a better future. This time, decide without running away. Understood? She said such complicated words without hesitation or restraint. He seemed to sense her honesty, and nodded slowly but surely. Good! She never expected to sing this song herself. Oh? Rikako's fingers took one of the cut threads. Her other hand searched through an empty space, creating a cut of thread the same red color. Threads could be bound. Rikako quickly connected the two threads with a knot. Another night. A special service. That was a long-lost song. Back in that land, guests had always been treated and welcomed as gods, and there was an ancient marriage song used in a time when one-night trysts were common. It went on to be taken away, warped with something sinister, and came back as a saddening caller for those in the Shinai. She could vaguely remember it as a memory of her Tsuchigumo. She was probably why the strand of divinity took on such a shape in her. Connected. She confirmed her Bluetooth reconnected. However, she wouldn't say that. Yeah. The spell is over. Live strong. Even
Did
if
she really just fix a marriage by singing a song?
I guess so. Even if life is harsh.
What the fuck?
I don't know. This world is more modest to the strong.
Yeah, that makes me feel kinda better. Thank you, lady. I'm going home.
Good. Farewell. The boy ran towards the gap in the hedge, then vanished. No, he fell. She ran up to there and found an unused well hidden by the grass. Its sides were low enough for someone to fall in. He was probably a ghost or dead ghost or something. Oh, never mind. Are you okay? She could hear sounds of water, screams, and ragged breaths from down below. What do I?
Rikako-san.
That was when Kiyonosuke no Sato had appeared nearby. Oh my god, he's gonna save the kid and she's gonna fall in love. Like, I swear, bro.
This is where you were. You're outside. You should not hurt yourself.
Help!
Oh?
Help! There's a child in the well. Use a rope or something. Hurry, you dudes! Slade! With the sexy sex! Hi, how are you? Good evening! The change in situation was sudden, but Kiyonosuke quickly took care of it. He used the packing tape from when he moved in as a makeshift rope and quickly lowered himself in. Rikako pulled up when he gave a sign and helped Kiyonosuke save the boy. He successfully made it out, but the boy's body had already gone limp. Oh. It had taken a while to prepare the rope. He drowned during this time. Damn. Rikako found herself become more irritated with Kiyonosuke. She almost began cursing him, but she restrained herself. She had to. Kiyonosuke had to focus on trying to save the boy's life. So close, Slade. Kind of. It was earlier, yeah. Titus? Uh-oh. Happening again? Or he's not even here, bruh. Bro is like dead. Oh, there we go. I don't know. He just kind of Thanos snapped.
You hear me? Get a grip.
While occasionally calling out, he performed CPR on the boy. He was a true doctor right now, and his whole being was invested in saving this dying boy.
しっかりしろ。どうして
Hang in there. Why?
Why? Rikako had wondered that herself. Why did such an unreasonable tragedy have to happen? Why did she have to feel such sadness? Was it because there was no God here? Did God just not exist and the people had to fend for themselves alone against this cold world?
どうしてだこんなこれではまるで
Why? This is just.
俺がたった今心肺停止した患者とはとても思えないぞ
I can't believe that his heart stopped only now.
Huh? Before Rikako could voice that,
お姉ちゃん
One-chan.
she heard a voice behind her. There was a childlike presence there. He was all smiles, and right next to him there were the presences of two people. Though invisible, they were bits of warped space or distortions in reality. She could also sense that the boy was accompanying them.
思い出したんだ
I remember.
この家に住んでたのは俺だ
I'm the one who lived here with mom and dad.
あの日俺は
That day,
Oh
木の枝
gosh.
から外に抜けよう
I
として
tried to run past the trees.
井戸に
I knew it, he was dead all along.
それで父さんと母
And
さん
mom and dad
話
were
に
so sad.
住
They
んじゃっ
died
たん
too.
だ
Voice acting.
Why are you laughing?
Your voice.
It's
Then-
not funny. You think it's funny?
I
Fucking drowning little boy. I fell in the well.
Because I played Xenoblade and watched Still Wakes the Deep, and I just can't.
You're laughing at dying children. You're laughing at dying children.
There you go.
Bloody
Then.
hell, get yourself
お
together.
母さん美人だよ
Mom was
もうだい
really
ぶ前だ
pretty.
から
Been a
こ
long
んな
time
感
now.
じになっちゃっ
So
た
she's like this now.
たけしのやつひどいよね
Yes, they were so
元友達
mean.
んちに
Don't enter your friend's house unless you're courage.
でもありがとう
Anyway, thank you.
お姉ちゃんが糸をつないでくれたおかげで
Oh
Thanks
shit.
to you connecting the
俺
thread.
は
I
父
can
さんと
take them
母
with
さん
me.
You didn't move on. He didn't pass on without
連
them.
れてじゃあね
I sleep.
Yeah.
I guess rise not would be
という
would not be fitting for you.
さようなら
Goodbye. The boy smiled and she smiled back. The next moment, the boy and the two distortions vanished. Cha-ching! So unchaotic like the first one, wow. Sunlight leaked through the trees. The sky was so bright it was hard to believe it. It wouldn't be strange to experience like this in the mountain's darkness, but she didn't expect it here in this town. The world sure was a strange place.
バカ
No.
Stretch, thank you, Slade. Thank you. I need a stretch, bruh. Kyonosuke's pitiful voice made Rikako turn around. He was completely shocked. The freshly downed boy had become a white skeleton about as tall as him. Oh shit. I knew he was always dead. The appearance of human bone had turned into this a matter for the police. They'd already known about what happened here. The married couple committed suicide while their child had vanished without a trace. The house was quite a paranormal hotspot. The strangest thing about this was the fact that they had records of searching for the child in the well. The police were confused and had expressed their sympathies for the couple that had willingly. Nah! Well, Slade, I did go to the doctor. And he basically said that it's what I'm thinking it is, where it's like, well, he said he elaborated more that it's probably one muscle that's weak at the moment, because in, like, near your gluteus, there's something, I forgot what it's called, it starts with an M. It's, like, the weaker muscle sometimes, so everything else is working hard. I'm not in pain because I'm not running or anything, but yeah. I've got to take it easy, do some exercises, and keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully, if it worsens, I'll go to physical therapy, but I probably don't need it. I hope. Rikako replied, "No worries. I am sure they had already moved on." But my back kind of hurts. Not my area though. Also, I am not married to this blockhead.
夫ではありません。
Exhausted Kiyonosuke laid down on the sofa in the living room. Way too many things had happened today. Mikako had left her room, instantly given him an impossible task, made him buy something embarrassing, then experienced something paranormal, and then he had to deal with the police. Thank you, Slade. I hope so. It normally hurts when I run. If I go past like a walking pace and I work that leg, yes, it hurts. All of that was coupled with Rikako's eccentricity, in harsh words, and it was taking a toll on him. He considered whether he would really start living here. Was his plan for his life in this town too incomplete? Was he attempting something far beyond his limits? As he thought it to it himself,
何を難しい
you seem troubled. Why?
しておいでですか。
He heard the voice from right beside him.
リカコさん、いつの間にそこに。
Rikako-san, have you been there?
何ですか。
What? I am no ghost. You were just so lost in thought that you did not notice.
なるほど。しかし、どうしてここに。
See. Why are you here anyway?
If you want me to shut myself on the second floor, I will do just that. Her tone was as harsh as always, but for some reason she felt strangely close.
そんなことは言いませんが、どういう風の吹き回しかと思っただけで。
I'm just wondering what brought this on.
Apologies for not asking. I took a book from that shelf.
Huh?
One about nursing. If it is no problem, I would like to read more.
いえ、構いませんよ。
Hmm.
自然に
Nothing
伺い
against
たか
that.
ったところですが、
I want to
今
speak
後
to you
9
about
日
it
からは
myself.
ご自由にどうぞ。
Help yourself to any book from there.
Thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。
Can I use this chair for reading? It is very
座り心地が
comfortable.
いいから。
それはもちろん。
Of course.
Why are you looking so dejected? It irritates me to see you so listless. She was in a bad mood again. Kiyonosuke sighed. I actually thought you were cool for a moment there, and you are back to this. How pitiful. Nothing.
何でもありません。
Anyway, what happened?
とにかく
Was she only acting mad to hide the fact that she was worried?
最近はどうも超常現象づいていて、調子が狂うなと思っていただけですよ。
Hello? Are you having issues for the 56,000th time this stream? Poor Titus, man. This is just stupid. I don't know what's going on. Because he goes silent. That's not like him. I have to go check Discord, and he's having connection issues. And then he's gone from the call, and by the time I check, he's already like, should I maybe restart?
Wanna end it here?
Because of your issues.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it. I was thinking of like maybe restreaming the game, but yeah, we could do that. It's been 3 hours anyway. We got somewhere.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on. It's okay. It might be your dorm Wi-Fi or everything. Who knows? Is there anyone to raid? There's 4 of us. We could
Probably.
raid someone, I guess.
Let me check my follows.
I mean, I've got some, but yeah, if you want someone, sure. I don't mind either. But thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out.
Oh. Yeah, no, if you already have somebody, I don't really have anybody in mind.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. Let's do... I guess Faye would appreciate it. Okay, guys, here's my raid message. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow, I know I was gonna say I was gonna stream in the morning. Oh no, it's totally fine, Slade. Don't worry about it. I will, but my hair appointment's at 11:45, so I will probably stream by 1 p.m. And then I'll see if I want to stream again in the evening. Thank you guys so much. You can copy that if you want. Thank you to Titus for helping out as always, and everybody who came in the chat to hang out and enjoy this game with us as always. We'll probably do next Tuesday for more of the extra stories. I think we get through another 2 or something since we're at the end of this one maybe. But yeah, let's raid Faye here. She's very sweet. And I will see you guys tomorrow past noon. Or around there. Okay, just get ready to raid, and if you want to do the raid message, you guys can, remember. I hope you're feeling better, by the way, Slade. And yeah, bye guys, see ya! Good night.